Hello and welcome. It is an Olyroos watch along. The Olympics is upon us. Australia has already sprung one massive upset, but the task at hand today is even more of an uphill battle against a Spain side featuring no less than 5 regulars from their international senior setup. And we've got a couple of regular contributors joining us from the FNR roster. We've got Athos Sirianos, all the way up from the country. Nick Hughes, Nick DeBano, and Lockie Flanagan. Good evening to all of you, gentlemen.
Evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
Lockie, you've come with your tea that you're going to sip every time you're tempted to criticise Graham Arnold.
It's actually decaf, but I will be swigging furiously and frequently.
Lockie's just going to be the Kermit the Frog meme the entire time. We've also got some special guests as well. Nick Stoll is joining us after treating us to an episode of MasterChef pre-match. Nick,
I can't believe I missed that.
There you go, guys. I'm just having a nice soup, some nice garlic bread to go with it. I'm super excited for tonight. If we can get through all these introductions before the match starts, that would be fantastic. Although looking at my TV, Essendon is down by 7 points to 0. Yes, I don't know what any of these words mean, but go footy.
We've got Ante Jukic clad in his Knights gear, very on brand. Ante, welcome to you. Always fun to have you on a stream.
Hello, everyone. It's always nice to be part of the FNR stable of boys. So thank you for having me. It should be a good one. I'll try not to be buck nasty and try not to be the world's biggest hater in this game.
Can I just say, Ante, 1 second. Ante, do you not have heating in your house? Who wears a beanie inside their own home?
I wear a beanie because I'm thrifty. I'll say that. I would have just put the heater on for no reason.
Full respect.
He's just
I got the heater on and it's great.
He's maintaining his hooligan image in the dimliest lit room and the whole thing. We've got Joey Lynch repping the only national team not part of the Olympics. Welcome, Joey.
Team GB's in it.
Yeah, not the Three Lions though, are they?
lad.
It's basically the England side with a few hangers on, let's be honest.
And a newcomer to our watch along streams, Joe Simon from the Inside Football Podcast. Joe, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to the game. It's got Survivor on at the moment. The Brawn team are doing pretty well, but hopefully the challenge wraps up in 6 minutes. Should be good.
Apparently the West is a beauty team in the Survivor as well.
What's that?
Apparently in the US, there's brains, brawns, and beauty.
And beauty. Oh,
man. On the beauty.
They've thought of it all, haven't they? It's television.
Right,
Look at the belief in their eyes during the anthem, though. Like, this side is brimming with the science of belief.
They're expecting to win.
Wait, is the anthem already happening? I'm still looking at AFL.
Bro.
Yeah,
what
happening.
Channel? Who's
So the one bloke in New South Wales is getting
Sort
AFL.
yourself out, brother.
It's on. Okay, New South Wales people, heads up. It's on 7-2, which is not so great, I will say diplomatically.
But
He's
he's
not
a good
HD.
sport,
He's not HD.
Speaking of not so great, those bloody Australian home kits.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like them.
They are very yuck.
Shout out Veto Sport for sending me this one, the Indigenous rules one. That's
awesome.
The world game is no longer with us, but Stoll is still getting freebies for wearing football shirts on streams.
Sorry, the world game ceased to exist after the World Game Forum ceased to exist. So, with all due respect, Stoll, like after World Game Forum, I was done, man.
How dead will Pedri look tonight? Or is he
He's not
woken
looking
up?
good.
Look at Olmo, man. Best player in the world.
What a machine.
one thing. What do you guys think of no changes to the lineup?
For us,
No changes for the lineup for us.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's the fact that we were still sitting on our penalty area with an extra man against Argentina. Like said a lot. Whether we can actually transition against these guys will be the definitive factor. But they've got a good team, so we'll see what happens.
Can I just say to anyone watching the stream, get in touch, put your comments in, I really love this comment that we already got from Guy Ferrari Officier, who said, heaps keen to listen to people from Melbourne waiting for an opportunity to shit on Arnie. Should be fun. So given I'm from Sydney, I think he's referring to you lot, but, good luck.
It's at this point I'm going to sip my drink. It's just being quiet.
No, you know what? They actually... They look good in the first game, but a lot of that had to do with Argentina as well.
Argentina were awful, but good job, Olyroos.
Like it was column A, column B. Like the fact that this team can actually, let's say transition well is a good base level at international level. So if you can do that, you're always a chance because a lot of teams in international level don't function with the ball. So.
Well, Ante, I recommend some facial massage so you can ungrit those teeth. So you give that begrudging compliment.
No, it's what's there is there. Like Australia are dangerous in certain phases of play and will be at this tournament. But this is an interesting one.
This is a massive test.
Yeah,
this is a massive test. If they do something here, this is incredible. I'm fully on the. We're gonna win a medal. I'm belief, win, expect to win, done, whatever that thing is. I'm fully on it if we beat Spain.
Are we a little bit worried that we've got 6 players on a booking?
6 yellow cards. I just noticed that.
and Caleb Watts as well. Like Jesus Christ, we might even have a team for the next game.
I mean, win this one and it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah.
Expect to win it, Nicholas.
Maybe that's the rotation policy. Everybody gets suspended.
Hey, I'm actually in because you know what? Speaking of De La Fuente, I'm actually respect the fact that he brought back Cucurella because he was someone who actually he like really rated and gave a lot of scope to in the under-21 Euro. And Spain needs like their token rat bag in the team, and he'll probably overtake Jordi Alba in that respect.
Yeah,
going forward.
Wait, so who's Australia's token rat bag?
One thing, I'm just interested to see what time everyone's match kicks off. So just to see how in sync we are. Put your hand up when it kicks off in your location.
All right.
Yeah.
See the magic of television. Is it working for everyone? By the way,
killing me.
Spain getting rid of Ceballos from the lineup, very smart from them.
Yeah, but Soler in the 3 is a bit.
Yeah, but they're going to push Pedri higher up, which is better for them because he was too deep.
I don't know, man.
You're usually a massive
the ghost of Pedri after how many games we played this season?
Stoll, you're usually massive Spain fan, but do you acknowledge this team given they have 2 Espanyol players in the starting 11?
Well, they're such losers. Bringing players from the 2nd division, honestly. Like when I saw that in the lineup, I was like, this is embarrassing. That's our one chance to get a result. Okay.
Can't field 2nd division players when you don't have a 2nd division.
Kneeling.
Yep, kneeling.
Kneeling.
Yeah, good stuff.
Spain, hands on hips, respectfully.
Yep.
And I am ages behind you guys.
Oh dear.
Is everyone watching on 7, mate?
We're on.
We're on 7, mate.
Okay. Most of us are pretty close.
Long ball as well from the kickoff. We love
that.
Oh, cool. You guys are watching kickoff. I'm glad to see that Unai Simon is in the starting 11. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, but Lockie, what are you watching on TV? Watch it on TV.
No, move now, Nick. God.
Wow.
Lockie, have you lost the TV to your Bummers supporting family?
No, I have not. I have lost it to my housemate who was watching the basketball. So I
keep
might be able to
forgetting
move.
you've moved out. That's right.
Well, Lockie's still watching the opening ceremony. Burkina Faso just came out.
That thing would still be going, wouldn't they?
So what do we think? 80% possession Spain, 70% possession?
75.
Like we need an over-under.
But I don't think it's... I think
over under 75.
This is more a qualitative than quantitative discussion, especially with Pedri and Soler in front of Zubimendi in midfield. Man.
Are you trying to say, Andre, that it doesn't matter if you have the ball, it matters what you do with it?
Absolutely. and especially if you're playing Soler in front of Olmo in midfield, man, they should just, all right, we're about a minute into this game and I'm going to talk about Spain's very binary interpretation of midfielders.
We're a minute into the game?
Yeah.
I just switched to the world feed. And
you guys
I'm
getting paid?
5 seconds.
But yeah, like to watch Olmo have to play in this way just so Pedri has to do everything in midfield is something you saw at the Euro as well. I don't know, man. He can be so much better.
I think this is the game that seals Daniel Arzani's move to Barcelona. They're going to see him rip, and they're going to go, you know what, Memphis, we don't need you.
I'll say this to him, mate. He's like young Hazard without the final ball.
Man, everyone was criticizing him last game, and I didn't think he was that bad.
No, he wasn't.
that bad.
Like I said.
Riley McGree or Lockie Wales pulled the trigger properly, and everybody's singing his praises for that assist.
Yeah.
Me and Joey have way too much stock in the Daniel Arzani thing.
Yeah, we have to. He has to perform for us, otherwise we're in big trouble.
I have way too much stock in several of these players out there today. Let's be honest. I'm like single-handedly. I'm trying to get screw Arzani to Barcelona. I'm trying to get Denis Genro a contract with Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh,
Red card.
Is that red?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. I shouldn't say that. I was saying it should be a red card.
Gee, when you
On
guys
who?
are saying red card, I feel a bit like it's a red card, but for who?
Yeah,
I don't know, Jeff.
Oh.
was it facetious for the foul on Arzani? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How big are his quads, by the way, Azani?
Fuck, he's got big legs.
Yeah, like I said, like he's got Hazard thickness, and like even
Backside of peace.
like, he does have Hazard thickness, but like even off a step, he's got that similar like burst of energy off a step, and like he doesn't have to go with momentum and go downhill. He actually does remind me a lot of Hazard, but Hazard had that final ball, especially on the run.
Just needs to work
You
on his
guys are
bomb.
saying red card for the elbow. I see.
Who are they going to?
Sutar at the back post has got to be. Sutar back
Who else
post.
is there?
Across back to Arzani. 1-0 Australia. Let's do this.
His head's twice the size of the rest of his teammates. He's the obvious target.
He
They're
genuinely.
really high up, man.
He really
You need
does.
to get a shot. You need to get a
He's
shot
too
of
big to
Pedri
live.
standing next to Sutar during this game at some point.
Yeah, man, Timate, man.
I think you're ahead, Ante.
No, it's just like that's why I was swearing, because like if they're defending so high up, why not stretch them? Like we're all just waiting for that ball into the top of the penalty area when they're already defending 5 meters up. Why not just stretch them anyway? Have a couple of players out wide to actually have them preoccupied with other things. But the expectation is that we're going to lump it in. Sorry, pardon my frustration.
I think ideally the fullbacks would push up to provide that, but we sort of need to get on the ball for any sort of chance of defenders to push up. So
we
it
do
looks
have to
like-
go back up for the dead ball.
yeah, yeah,
So-
that's true.
Oh boy.
It's Squado, yeah.
Oh,
This is
man.
Oh, well done.
That's
Well done,
the
Atkinson.
loser
Good
from
job.
Espanyol. That's man. He's a division player. Honestly,
he was so bad at the Euro, man, and he played in midfield at the Euro too.
Yeah.
But De La Fuente likes him.
he's the only one in the lineup who like everyone's like, oh, the lineup's stacked, and he is the antithesis.
Yeah,
like,
he's like the Tito Jackson.
the dead weight of just
Yeah, Sabah looks so
No.
Oh,
Oi. Dangerous,
Yeah, Sabah
dangerous position.
big quality, man.
Was it there? Died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was there.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's done.
was that we had Sabah and Spain's best player actually combining.
You know, if Italy didn't concede against Spain in qualifiers and that 3-1 win over them, this would be Italy playing Australia right now.
Did you know that if my aunt had wheels, she'd be a bike?
A bike,
100%,
yeah.
100%.
That's also come from an Italian, Joey. So
Those Hallmark
think about where they're supposed to come from.
It came from a British television show, Nick.
From an Italian chef after a British chef tried to butcher a carbonara.
They definitely weren't chefs.
So that goes left or right?
Over the
I've
bar.
always been worried
Over the
about Glover's goalkeeper
Yeah.
free kicks.
That one Nazari.
If he's been watching A-League and Olyroos,
Just pop it in
yeah.
his hands.
This doesn't look good.
we have personal experience in this respect.
Mhm.
Even during the qualifiers, the AFC Under 23
Yeah, he copped one
Championship.
because he was standing right behind the wall too.
Can he see? Is the question. I don't think he can.
No.
Never in.
Hey.
yeah, that's fine.
Got away with that.
Oh, look at Jupe charging down.
What a fraud.
Free agent, by the way. Him and Messi.
Did you guys see his like really snappy post at the Saudi club he left? Like he was really
Yeah.
What did he say?
really
I missed it.
sarcastic.
I missed it.
I'll pull it up. And all the Saudis in the comments were like abusing the shit out of him.
Really?
Yeah.
hang on, I'll see if I can find it.
I've
In
got
the
it. I've got
meantime,
it
did you
here,
guys
Nick.
see Antonis to the Wanderers?
Yeah. Good get.
Big
Great
save.
get.
Oh fuck, he deleted it.
You got to hear
Sorry
Lockie.
for language.
No.
Come on.
I told Ante not to swear too much. And
It's 7 minutes in.
Come on.
Hey, I'll swear in the mother tongue just to make it okay.
That's better. That is better.
Make it more
It's legitimately better.
Yeah. Nick, at least give me a, kekatsu or something. You know?
I've worn out all my kekatsos after a month of that. So.
Lucky, you said you had the pose?
I did. I thought I did, but then it had been deleted as well.
What was the gist? What was the gist? Like, surely
he basically said, "Thank God that was
memories."
over."
Yeah, thank God I'm out of there. Yeah. And a lot of them were basically.
And then, a lot of the Al Tawoon fans are saying you are the worst player in the history of our club, basically. So taking it well.
A lot of angry Al Tawoon fans in our mentions.
Yeah. Nick, you don't have to swear. You can just make a reference to your favorite boat from television, the Stugots. Easy.
The Stugots.
The Stugots.
Stugots.
How good is Tommy Deng with the armband, by the way? I
wish we could just play better.
I'm a bit worried about this playing out from the back business. Look at that. Anyway, I points for trying.
It's okay. A bit of positivity. Come on. 8 minutes in. Once
we're
we're down.
A very good team.
They're super organised in the Olyroos and their defensive setup. I'm going to give them that.
Yeah, I mean, we were never going to have the ball in this game. So
yeah, which ironically works 1,000% works better for the Olyroos to not have the ball.
Yeah,
I would love it if Lockie Wales scores just for the complete outrage again. It'd be great.
You should have had 2 goals by now. Lockie Wales.
Yeah.
Love Lockie Wales.
As soon as John Aloisi
Sorry, I was actually serious.
signs on, he turns into a goal.
I know, that's what makes it funny that you're sincere in your love of Lockie Wales.
Ante, I thought it was a situation of if I speak. That's why.
No, he's on the record.
Yeah. Ante Jukic, big Lockie Wales fan.
EMP is undefeated, guys.
Hope so.
Oh, that's not good.
A lovely ball.
That's a very pass.
Was that Pau Torres with that pass?
Yeah.
By the way, good foul from Arzani. I'm going to give Arzani points there.
But Zubimendi doing that stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. There was too much space anyway in between the lines. Wow.
Is Egypt Argentina playing after this as well?
No, they
already played.
Argentina beat Egypt 1-0.
Oh, okay.
How did Brazil end up beating the Ivory Coast? So they were down to 10.
I don't know. I was
Brazil. They finished 0-0. Big win for Francesi.
By the way, shout out Dani Alves playing for the Brazilian national team.
Yeah, I saw that.
Uber Eats baller Teji Savanya scoring in the final minute against South Africa.
Oh, really?
You got to look. The Uber Eats is severely underrated as a league, man. I don't care what anyone says.
Well,
it always delivers.
Gignac's on fire.
Tigre's legend.
Yeah. I heard that, Josh. You're going out.
Ante, the Uber Eats is not a good league because Majestic Mane on Twitter told me that it was a farmers league, so it must be true, mate. If at Special Salah says it, it's got to be the case.
I was even watching Uber Eats 2 last night. It started this weekend. I was watching.
Just on Mitch Duke, we've got a comment in the Twitch saying apparently A-League Memes posted it. It's still up there.
I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it.
The journalistic rigor of A-League Memes. The Twitter account of record.
In a media landscape of access journalists, A-League Memes is doing more for Australian journalism.
A-League Memes keeping the receipts. Shout outs.
Yeah, I keep my receipts too.
That's good. We're away. Oh.
Speaking of receipts, something else that I did find on the ALM Instagram. Shout out to the guy who said before the previous game, I refuse to watch an Olympic team where Lockie Wales is starting, and then did the same tweet before this game.
Yeah, he's keeping.
I appreciate the double down.
Good continuity.
He's cancelled.
Wait, no, wasn't it a different dude that did the same tweet second time?
Whoever it is, 1-2 people, they're both cancelled.
First person was that Melbourne Victory fan.
Hey.
How about the Aston Villa fan who said he'd get him Briley McGree shirt if they Australia beat Argentina.
you reckon Riley will ever play for? Is it Charlotte or? Will he-
Nah. I reckon
I'm not convinced Charlotte's a real
Here we
team.
go,
I think it's
here
some
we
sort of
go,
overseas
here we go.
company.
Azani. This is why the Azani haters need to shut up. They're right there. Our most dangerous player, easily.
He scares him.
Could have fallen over.
This is
Joey,
great.
did you-
Now I have
did-
something to look forward to.
Joe, does your dad still not rate Arzani?
Who does?
Your dad, because there's plenty of times in the box this season when he come in and say he doesn't rate him at all.
He doesn't rate.
Oh, your dad.
Doesn't rate his cardiovascular
Here we go.
capability.
Ah, yes.
Good press.
Oh,
Good
well
press.
done.
I imagine.
Warner, here we go.
him and Warren
This is good.
Joyce
This is
spot on.
good.
Get him up there. Get the big lad up there.
I love it.
Big
Oh,
H.
nice little one.
Arnie
Oh,
ball for
yes.
life.
Spain actually are struggling.
Look at him.
to play out, man.
Big guy.
He's good.
Also, massive props to Josh for the little scoreboard at the top of the Twitch stream. That's brilliant from you.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
well done,
it's not
Josh.
running at the moment, so I'll have to fix that. Thank you for reminding me, Atlas.
Massive
By the
props for the concept, though. The idea of the scoreboard. Is good.
Sutar, when he walks up for a corner, should have entrance music like Mike Tyson.
Here we go.
He's got Flight of the Valkyries. He walks up. He's dun, 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 dun,
Oh, what have
dun,
you done
dun,
now?
dun.
He's hurt his coccyx, so it's a spinal injury.
This ref is absolutely seizing his opportunity at the Olympics.
What'd he do?
I broke my back.
Oh,
I'm
Spinal.
there. My bad.
Nada, nothing.
That's just
I
physics.
would love if Unai Simon has a moment like he did against Croatia. Like,
Oh, how
I
good.
would love it. Just a bad back pass and
The game. I don't
I've
want to
seen.
about that.
I've seen
There's
2
the
meter
bad-
tall.
I got tactical footage from it. Like it would have been a couple of days afterwards, and I watched it, and I've never been so upset with like a Croatian coach in my life. How we set up against them, and like it was. All right, I said I wasn't going to speak about it. Like,
Yeah, let it go, Ante. It was weeks ago. All right, you made it to a final. You made a World
Bro,
Cup final. You
are
had your
you
big
kidding?
celebration.
I haven't
and
let
that's
go
it.
stuff like Croatia, Turkey in 2008. You think I'm going to let this go?
Ah, man.
Come on, man.
You gotta. 1998. Thuram scored the goal. We should have
That
stopped
was
him.
foul, by the way.
See? There we
hang
go.
on. We talk about receipts, aren't I? I thought it was the summer of Modric. Just tell me
Hey,
the
summer
summer of Barella.
It's the late summer of Arzani. Or winter here.
I think it was the summer of Chiesa, actually.
Does anyone think they should have started Tilio?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
Not in-
I don't.
I don't
One
know.
of the
coming
bench
off the
weapons.
bench.
Not necessarily
Yeah,
starting
I
Julio,
agree.
but I think, you know what, I see the reasons why we started the way we have, but I could go with Caleb Watts as well.
Okay, but so is anyone in the Tilio should have started camp?
I don't mind his energy off the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Oh,
Yeah,
well
Joyce
done.
Barber.
Well done.
Look, it was actually good recovery from Joel King there, one of the breakout young players of the season.
By the way, Pedri's scary, man. He's just
Did we see the
He's-
leading Kachi banger from earlier today?
Yeah, what a
that's
strike.
Wow,
It was
that
insane.
was.
Look at all. Oh, two players made
did
a
they
run.
end up winning?
No,
New
they
Zealand?
lost.
You know, thinking about
They
it,
lost.
I
Have they
actually
lost 2 games now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out.
See you later.
they're gone. It was a great goal though. Oh dear.
Well done.
But, you know, thinking about it, I actually would have started Tilio.
Over Wales?
No, over
Why?
Arzani
Why?
because just you got to reward performance. Like
Nah.
Azani didn't deserve to be dropped.
I kind of think he did.
I think this is. I mean, to make your point, but
He's
this
our
is the
most
Arzani
vertical-
fan club.
He's look. To be honest,
We can't
kick
kick
the
Josh out of his
ball.
own
Azani
Zoom,
is
though,
our
is the
most
problem.
vertical player. Like he's indispensable to the Australian team.
I would have maybe started Tilio over Wales.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but you
They
gotta
bring
report
different
someone on
things.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, I probably would have started Tilio over Wales in the last game, and then we wouldn't
If
be having
anyone-
this discussion.
If anyone should be, like, it should be Duke we're talking about if we're going to make changes.
That's
Because you
You
can
play Wales as a
like,
9.
yeah, exactly. You
Tilio
can
on the
make
right.
you can start either Wales or Duke in that position, and then you can have someone who's more flexible in that regard if you are to make a change. But like this, you know, with McGree doing his best Steven Gerrard impersonation, like this is fine.
The best part is like 99% of people will think you're complimenting with the Steven Gerrard impersonation, whereas anybody that knows
it's half compliment, half slander. You know? Because
to be honest though, like my stream's at 16 minutes 45 right now, and the fact that it's still 0-0. Like
right.
A year ago, if you had offered any Australian fan 0-0 against 6 members of Spain's Euro 2020 side after 16 minutes, they would have taken that in a second.
Yeah.
100%.
Australia's playing well. I mean,
I'll happily take a 0-0.
Spain's possession.
A draw almost certainly gets Australia through, I reckon.
Yeah.
Spain's possession is about attrition. Though.
Oh, hold on.
Opening 20
Can we get in on?
Yeah, that's right. But the fact that they haven't even opened us up once is also very good.
very
they
promising,
sort of
yeah.
did a couple of times.
Returning to the Arzani thing, I mean, I liked aspects of his performance in the last game. I also felt his continued lack of match fitness and engine hurt Australia at times, because there were so many opportunities to transition, especially in the second half against Argentina, to finish the game off. And he continued to slow the game down when there were like 3-on-3 and 4-on-3 breaks if he played it a bit quicker. And I felt that was just to do with his lack of lung capacity.
I think there's a lot of risk reward with Arzani, man.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I think we don't even get into those positions like where we can.
No!
Oh shit!
There it is.
Oh, good stuff, Tommy.
Damn.
Tommy fucking.
Nick's got about $10 in the swear jar so far this evening.
Like, so did Spain score there?
swear
Or...
jar.
No.
Saying
You'll
Tommy in a somewhat Balkan accent, no disrespect. You just can't help but say the second word. Saying Tommy in a somewhat Balkan accent, you can't help but then, you know, add on the F, you know.
By the way, Pedri really taking after Iniesta in being pretty average at shooting from outside the box.
Yeah, but he actually, it wasn't until later in Iniesta's career did they actually play him as a midfielder.
Straight out.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep those comments coming through on the Twitch feed, by the way. Very good interaction we're getting there.
Read out the best ones.
So,
by the way, all right, Nick, let me
Shut up, Ante. We want to hear from the Twitch.
No.
Get up.
Give us the comments, people.
all right.
First comment. Shut up, Ante.
I'm yellow. I'm yellow.
We'll stay with play.
Lucky's on!
Bro.
Yeah, God.
That was a big chance. Anyway,
that was a big chance.
Firstly, the
Well done,
delightfully named bin chicken _AU has helpfully.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Seat of the pants stuff.
Oh,
Yellow card. He took his shirt off.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Gosh, after all that, you know, you've tried to get in with these Twitch comments, and now when you do, the most exciting part of the game happens. I mean, go now.
Okay, so helpfully linked the Mitch Duke post. So
Denny.
happy to be putting that experience behind me and look forward to what is next. Big learning experience, if anything.
It wasn't even that bad.
Yeah,
I read it.
but
More
very
honest posts.
sarcastic.
More honest
No,
posts.
but it wasn't even that bad by like normal person standards. By media trained football person standards.
Oh,
That's
here we
pretty
go.
bad.
Oh,
Go.
Here you go, Stevie G. Oh.
I just got the effort off the crossbar.
Yes. Joey, you and I are suffering the same problems. I'm
And
enjoying
it doesn't go in.
And it hit the bottom of the crossbar too.
It was a good hit. It was a good hit.
Yeah, it flew into the bar.
Sardine's inquiring whether Arzani's pass completion in the last game was over 50%. We don't believe in pass completion stats around here, so don't worry
I
about
think
that.
it was
I
anyway.
believe in intent.
Yeah. He's playing all the risky balls. He's got a harder job than the centre backs passing square to each other.
You
Does
gotta have a
Daniel
look at-
Arzani evolve the idea? That's all we need to know.
Oh,
Does he expect to
Now
win?
I'm
Is
about
the
to
real
you got
question.
the Zubi Mendes dummy.
It scares me when I just hear a random. Ooh.
and I'm like 30
Oh,
seconds
okay.
behind you, so you're.
They are losing possession very easily in midfield.
Yeah.
Like they are really struggling to play through us.
Is
But
it just
you know
me, or
what?
was that a horrendous
play
Mitch
Holm on
Duke
the
first
wing,
touch?
guys.
Yeah, that was not good
I
from
like
Duke.
that.
That was And we're not going to get that many transition chances, so we need to take them.
And you try not to take your first touch like 15 meters back in the other direction.
Sorry.
If we were on the break, try not to take your first touch 15 meters back in the other direction. Like, I don't know.
Nah, it's
player for player, Nick, would you take Olmo or Pedri?
Man, 1,000% to death, Pedri. All right, Pedri's one of the. Pedri's going to win a Ballon d'Or. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Honestly, you've watched way more Dani Olmo than I have because I don't watch obviously Dinamo Zagreb very much unless they're playing Champions League group stage or something. And then RB Leipzig as well. I don't watch him that much. I thought it was a weird move actually for him to go to RB Leipzig.
Well, he was supposed to sign for Milan. And then that fell through.
He probably should have.
Dani Olmo signed for Milan.
But I do watch a lot of Pedri, and Pedri is a generational talent.
Yeah, I don't know.
The poor guy just needs to have a rest.
I'm not saying these.
Here we go.
Oh,
Azani.
Nice.
Azani.
Man, he's.
Don't get me wrong.
Looking dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend told me to be more quiet recently, and now I'm just yelling people's names out.
What do you think I asked?
We can see her staring daggers at you for speaking about her as she's set up behind you.
All in the doghouse. She's trying to work, man.
I mean, listen, just Channel 9, just know that she's working from home. She's doing her job. She's working hard. No questions asked. Thank you.
I'm going to see someone stand up with a gun behind Nick's left shoulder, and that's going to be the last thing we see.
Camera cuts to static.
Zubimendi's been off. He doesn't usually play like this, to be honest.
24th minute.
Like he's much more assertive than, let's say, comparatively to Zurutusa at club level. Fair enough, you have Marino making second balls or making third man runs, and Silva asking for the ball as well, so it makes it a bit easier for him. But it's actually been interesting towards Zubimendi in this game because he's getting into decent positions, but there's a difference between getting into positions and actually wanting the ball from your teammates.
Why am I hearing Brenton?
Yeah, why am I hearing Brenton?
This is the whole point of the watch along, guys. It's called an alternative commentary for a reason.
Everyone turn your TV.
Is anyone going to claim that or not?
If I speak? Nah, sure you can't hear it through my headphones.
Well, why would you have it on
in your
anyway?
head? He's living in your head, Nick.
I can barely hear Brenton speak myself, so it definitely isn't me.
You know,
I thought it was Ante. His box was lighting up. I'm getting daggers. No, he's probably watching it in the mother tongue. So.
No, I'm not watching it on Balkan TV. Actually,
any good comments coming through? Because I've got a few coming in on my personal WhatsApp.
Oh, there you go.
Juan Gutierrez, a Spanish fan, says, "You don't believe in pass completions? Go watch swimming lap completions." What the hell he's talking about?
That's what the Spanish bloke would say. If
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Play that.
That was actually really nice interplay.
That was well played.
A fantastic pass out of midfield.
Actually stepped in pretty well to make that pass as well. Your
That
boy,
left back, man, he looks like Carlos Puyol with that
boy
hair.
Joseph.
I'm waiting for it.
I have some news, Ari, your boy, but that's off air.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
Okay, we'll cross reference. We'll figure it out.
All channel change. New South Wales viewers go to 7, mate.
Just you, mate.
Stand by to switch.
No, not us.
Please stand by.
When it says go to 7, mate, and then you flick on 7, mate, and it's telling me GWS 66, Essendon 53.
Hey, do you reckon
They're giving you programming suggestions.
Bombers in the mud. Richmond in the mud.
Do you reckon
in the mud?
Bombers
in the mud.
That's an AFL conspiracy. That's an AFL conspiracy. Are you enjoying the soccer? Go over, watch this. Oh, whoopsie, it's AFL.
Hey, Stoll, I'll send you the We Are Essington video this week. So.
No, like legitimately, they're just showing there's not even anyone on the field. There's like some guy doing a warm down. This is embarrassing.
It's the medical sub doing a warm down. That's a laugh.
All right,
Why New South Wales of all places to show the footage?
Because
Yeah,
in,
Nick, I don't think
I'd
you
like to
understand how important AFL is. Okay, we need to watch the warm downs.
Seriously though,
Lockie, I
would-
think I definitely understand how important it is. And
seriously though, I would like to hear Lenny Hayes' thoughts on this game.
What about Ian Thorpe?
Yeah, didn't we have Ian Thorpe on Cody?
That was
What
weird.
did they have Thorpe talking about the soccer?
They had
Yeah,
him
in the
talking about the
Matildas.
Matildas.
No,
I
they
They just asked him on the Sam Kerr penalty.
You know which
The one that-
former AFL personality I want to hear from about this
I heard,
game?
okay,
Ron
I
Barassi.
heard Thorpe was like
Ron Barassi.
Tony Romo of swimming commentary, but like, come on, man, stay in your lane, yeah.
all right,
Like,
it's
Ah,
saying
literally
again,
stay in
change
your
channel.
lane.
Switch
Stay in
now.
your lane.
You assholes! It keeps saying switch now and then puts me on AFL.
You gotta wait.
Like, there's something about having to change the channel mid-game that feels quite like, you know,
nobody screws
decade
up.
ago type
Oi.
thing. Like,
Nice.
It's
Oh no! Well,
He's
Oh,
off,
shit.
surely.
Uh-oh.
No way.
Tommy.
he's now.
I love how like people who obviously don't watch football, don't watch A-League or anything, like commenting about Tom Glover having an apt surname for a goalkeeper last week. It's like,
has anyone actually
Glover
reminds me of
exists.
something? Nick, has anyone been watching the water polo at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, how intense is that?
Salacious national sport.
There was a Russian, or sorry, ROC goalkeeper last night called Golovina, and the commentator who was by himself, it's just like Golovina, kind of ironic that she's a goalkeeper, and there's just no co-commentator, no atmosphere. It just fell flat. It was tough to listen to.
Oh.
Golovina.
Well, apparently Montenegro gave us a whooping today.
Yeah. Well, they're the number ones apparently.
Tell you what,
that's
Yeah,
Athos,
they're
that great
really
goalkeeper.
good.
He
Right,
is.
Guys, is this the water polo broadcast or what? Ben, shut up about water polo.
Hey, we're gonna start talking about
God's
handball
sakes.
in the nutstall. Like,
Hey,
Water polo fan.
hey, how,
Water polo.
how,
If no one drowns, who cares? All right, next.
handball is fire.
how,
Man.
how good was the skateboarding today? Like,
It was
seriously.
amazing.
Skateboarding was actually quite good.
Sorry, Nick.
It was-
I know you said no
Oh,
more.
what a touch!
Man,
There was one guy with his
Oh.
AirPods in while skating. That
Wow.
was pretty good.
Yeah, that was sick.
Not bad
Yeah.
from was it the Espanol player? With the back
No,
heel?
that was-
That was Cucayella. He's from
No, with the back heel before that.
Cafe, isn't he?
Is is Cook
Hold up, is he gonna follow? Is he gonna follow Bordalas to Valencia though, or do they have money to spend?
I have no idea. Let us know in the comments if you know.
talking about
Yeah, to our Twitch homies.
talking about former Valencia strikers? Patrick Cutrone scored for Wolves this morning.
Yes, he did.
Cutro goal is back.
Oh my, look at him! Oh my God, cover him, man! Jesus Christ!
Given
Like,
the
I know
Cutrone
always
reference,
really hard
I'm
to
expecting a Tiziano Crudelli impression from Joe now, based on his
From
Pre-show
yeah,
tweet.
it'll get there. I need to fire up a little bit. We need a bit of Duke magic, and maybe I'll get into it.
This is not good, guys. This is not good.
This. Oh, okay.
If-
All right, Lockie Wales.
Handball.
Like they're starting to turn the screws now. This is not good. We need to get out.
We need half time, man.
No, we just need to be able to breathe with the ball, quite simply.
There, Joey, that photo you posted of the Spain coach, he's a tank. Like, I'd like to see him go head to head with PK.
Man, no drug testing for coaches.
Sorry.
Sorry, but they're like they're ripped, man.
Oh no!
Yeah, man.
Oi. Danger,
No.
danger.
Oh, nice.
Playing with
Switch.
Verdi on the stand. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
bam, team Martin.
That's better. That's better,
Here we go.
Ante.
Here we go.
Oh,
In another language, it doesn't
Oh, here
count.
we go.
Oh, all right, Jukey. Just run, mate.
That's all right.
That's what okay. All
He's
right.
done he did the other pusher just like one in run direction all the way to the corner flag. Like don't bother turning. Oh God.
Man, even Mitchell Duke, like even the way he runs like the Terminator as well. Like seriously, look at him. He actually runs like serious Andrew Naboo areas.
That's a top
Ball.
Oh, well in.
Oh, well done.
Oh,
Nathaniel.
Man,
turn,
Nick,
turn,
Nick,
turn,
Nick,
turn.
you said it. That winger sucks, man.
He's a loser. He's a
Oh.
massive loser.
One
Don't
that
have to worry about it.
Tasmanians.
Puada. As soon
I
as he
just
comes
saw-
off, we're in trouble. But if he's on the pitch, no problems.
Why does
Well,
why does
they got-
Stolich turn into Donald Trump when he starts talking about Espanol players?
Get that.
He's a
Okay,
loser.
which former
We don't need to
Socceroo or
regard him. We
NSL
don't need to
star?
discuss him.
Which former NSL or Socceroos star tweets about playing out from the back first?
Slater.
Yeah, I think Slater.
Depends how many Vinos he's had.
That's not good.
That's the worry. It's them running through midfield.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Who was that? Who was that stuffed up again? Poirot. He's loser on the pitch.
Andy. That's just the wrong pass he made.
By the way, real nice from Pedri. Just
he seriously looks like Carlos Puyol with that hair, man.
See,
that is beautiful.
It's filtered to Pedri, whereas Soler's it's more third man run spec, like he was at Valencia. And so even at Valencia, like when they played with Marcelino, like he actually worked. Playing as like a box-to-box midfielder and a 4-4-2, whereas there's one of these 2-8s or 2-10s, if you want to call it that. Like
it actually pains me how much like Dani Olmo's not getting on the ball.
Like he's actually
he's been anonymous.
Here we go.
He's probably their best player without the ball, and he's just been chucked out wide.
There's been so many times where you just see his arms are up and he's in acres.
Give me the ball,
We're under a lot of pressure now. Huh? This is tough to watch.
Welcome to what I said like 5 minutes ago, man.
Yeah, I know, but Josh, kick Ante off the stream. Yeah, 5 minutes ago you were talking about water polo and some other crap.
I was not talking about water polo actually. Thank you.
Man, the water polo was good. I don't know what you didn't like about it.
I haven't watched any of the water polo this.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Oh,
I've been watching handball predominantly.
Another $1 in the FNR swear jar from Debano.
Just run. What was that, Josh?
How is that?
What was that, Josh?
I was just tallying up another $1 in the FNR swear jar.
Oh, come on, get off it, mate.
Is that an actual thing? Are we actually not allowed to swear on this feed?
Try not to.
Try not to. It's
Or
Or at least have what Ante did and swear in another language, which is
have
nice.
the decency to
perfect.
Can I swear in Irish?
Yeah, whatever.
Right, heck off.
Crocodile Dundalk.
What bar?
What bar? That's a flinch.
Oh, Dani Olmo just okay.
Rinsed him.
Yeah, but good recovery.
See, that's what I'm talking about with Soler there. It was exactly in that moment.
Watching Dani Olmo gives me heart palpitations, man. Like seriously, like especially after that semi. Oh, get out of here!
Sorry, I just want to return to that, Ante. Like, can you elaborate further on what Soler just did after Olmo's work that you didn't like?
He's just allowed it to be circulated to the other side instead actually stepping off, and when the ball came back out from Olmo, so he's not really kind of warping defensive shape from there. He's just allowing play to continue. Like he's just being really passive in that respect.
By the way,
so that's why like when you talk about playing Olmo with Pedri in midfield, that's in those moments he'd be more assertive and effective in that respect and kind of dictate what the defense is doing as opposed to the defense dictating what the attack does.
Sure.
I think with playing Olmo and Pedri in midfield, like Pedri can find that pass through, but Olmo picks it up and runs through the defense, which when they're getting into midfield and getting past like our center three, that's when they're really worrying us, I think.
And see, like they do play a lot. Like it's a lot of you kind of saw elements of this at the Euro as well. Like they would have, and like how they were using Pedri is basically how they were using Brahim Diaz as well. And so using Zubimendi like as a reference, using that 10 or one of those two 10s as a reference point for
problems.
He's got the ball.
Problems.
Oh, man.
Go on, Harry. Smother him with
Well
your
done, Harry.
massive...
Good. Well in, Harry.
Exactly in that moment right there where you've got Pedri receive the ball, comes out, and then Zubimendi stepping in as a consequence of that, allowing for that like coordinated movement. And then they can go from side to side as a means of that.
Lockie, I would just like to thank you on behalf of the nation of Scotland for gifting us your large son.
It's whatever, man. It's whatever. You got the
Shore up
second
our
best
back line.
suitor anyway. Everyone knows that John is the premier suitor. So that's
So we've got worst suitor.
yeah, you got suitor B.
Is Suter A tall as well?
Yeah, he's a pretty big boy. Not quite as big, but yeah.
But not as good.
I'm kind of capping though because he was absolutely terrible when he was playing for Hearts. But whatever.
A good big one is better than a good medium-sized one, Lockie.
All right, not to go full English journalist in 2018 on the stream, but does tiredness come into this in the second half with Spain?
I mean,
Check that one off the bingo list.
it's been a long season.
Been a while.
I mean, Pedri at this point is held together by spits and prayers. Let's be honest.
Joe got that one.
That was good. Who sings that? It's not Nickelback.
It's is it
It's not Puddle of
Stained?
Mud.
It's
Yeah,
Stained, I think.
Stained, yeah.
Stained. What a band.
To answer your question, Joey, I don't think it's going to be an issue until, like, if at all, the 85th minute or something.
It's going to be very interesting to see the adjustments De La Fuente makes, actually.
He'll bring on if it's
actively makes them worse.
if it's nil
So
all,
probably
he'll bring on
Ceballos.
Asensio. He'll bring on Asensio will be the first change.
Asensio Ceballos.
Yeah.
Ceballos is injured,
Yeah, Ceballos not on the bench.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
but injured against Egypt.
He'll bring Asensio
Oh,
and
that's right.
Brian
He's the
Hill.
only sub, that's right.
He'll
It
bring
could be Brian
Hill.
Hill. He would be the one that would, like, his trickery is nuts. Like, his footwork would absolutely throw.
Unbelievable kickers.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, he should take off. Poirot. All he's done is lose the ball 25 times and do a back heel 25 meters over the bar. So
Okay, they should take off Soler.
I mean, Brian Hill might have
But
mad
you know what? This
techers,
is
but
actually working to our favor. All of this.
Brian Hill might have mad techers, but can he score a Rabona? That's what I want to know. Is he as mad skilled as Eric Lamella?
No one's as mad skilled as Eric Lamella.
Man, as far as I can tell, only one player out there has been nominated for the Puskás Award.
That's
Oh
true.
my goodness, Joseph.
Joey, do you have your
Oh my
commentary on?
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Do I have my what?
Do you have your commentary on?
No.
Oh no, you're streaming it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm streaming it and I'm using the world feed. I'm 2 layers of protection.
Double bag.
What's a bet he takes off Sabal and just puts on Amir instead?
I think that would be a mistake for them.
Yeah, but like that's my
Yeah.
point. That would work for us.
What do you think is the first change Arnie does? I think Arzani for Tilio.
Yeah.
I
But
think it
I
has
don't
to
think
be
it
Tilio.
necessarily is
Caleb
going to
Watts.
change too
He
much.
brings
Caleb Watts.
I kind of want to say Dylan. I want to say
Dylan,
Dylan.
Dylan would actually
I
be
wanna say
bad.
Dylan.
Okay,
He
well,
would.
Dylan on the right.
Dylan.
I mean,
Dylan as the 9. Dylan as the
Wait.
9. Do it.
Yeah, well, wherever
Why?
you are, wherever you may be, Rudes, I know there'll be a big smile on your face if he comes on.
Dylan.
Caleb Watts for who?
Oh,
I think it would be Arzani.
Yeah.
who did Tilio come on for Wales against?
Yeah, he came
Argentina?
on for
Yeah,
Arzani, I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
coming for
and
us,
Wales
I think.
stayed on, I think.
No,
No, I think he took him off at some point.
Wales is brimming with belief, man. Like you can't be.
It's a science, as we all know.
Surely, wait, do we have Jay Rich on the bench?
No.
Oh,
No,
damn. I was
why
going to say,
isn't he on the bench?
if he's on the bench, like, and we go 1-0 up, we should just bring him on just for the size,
Oh,
man. He's
dude,
gonna get
Put
punched
him
well.
as the 9.
And-
Put the big lad up.
Yeah, put him
By
on
the way,
front.
That's just,
Oh,
That's not
That's a
good.
great ball.
Oh,
Joey, all I hear by you saying bring Jay Rich on and put him on his 9 is just scream out how English you are. Like, I'm surprised you haven't said put Harry Sutar and striker yet.
no, he's Scottish. He won't do shit.
Oh.
Swear to God.
independence.
even 40
I don't know
minutes
what to say,
in.
man.
40 minutes in,
I'll just
and
Stole?
Now,
even though we're
now-
doing well, like, you know, nil-nil keeping it.
Wait. Well done.
They've
Why was
only
that
been kept to half openings.
Yeah, genre and
Metcalf.
Metcalf have had 6
Oh
passes each.
Well, I think that's the argument of bringing Watts on is
McGree,
Sorry, what were you saying,
he'll
Joe?
tr-
I don't
Yeah,
know what the
he'll
word
try
mate
to-
means, but I'm
Mother.
sensing that it's quite
Mother.
bad. Yeah, there we go.
Inherently, it's not bad.
Agree, man.
Shut up, Ante. Joe, what were you saying?
Sorry.
Yeah, mute him.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. No, I like
Sorry.
Ante's. It's good.
Sorry.
No, what was I saying? Yeah, Watts would try to either hold the ball or like he got kicked so many times against Argentina. So if we get even a foul, some sort of possession would be helpful. And I don't think you can bring Tilio on until we have that.
Are you saying
So I think
Caleb Watts has the Jack Grealish gene?
Oh, I wish he had the Jack Grealish hair.
And his voice.
Do you think Tilio would
The voice.
actually be like a cause
Oh,
or?
this is
symptom
a
of us
red.
keeping possession?
Oh no, I thought it was genre.
Is that a suspension now?
Okay. Probably half the team is yellow card. I really thought that was genre.
Like,
I didn't touch him.
Oh,
Nothing.
no.
Nothing. Arnie is absolutely furious.
Rat bag gene.
Nah.
Oh.
In all honesty, if Wales gets suspended for the Egypt game, probably is a good thing because they're just going to throw everyone back behind the ball anyway. So.
By the way, question from my WhatsApp group: does Australia sign a draw? I think 100%.
yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every day of the week against this.
There you
squad.
go.
Here we go.
There you go, Alex Vivankos.
Oh, what a
Play him,
cheater.
yeah, babe.
Oh, too long.
Duke.
What's he going to do with the bag?
Where's he going now?
Yeah, just run into him.
Run the free kick.
Oh my
Oh,
god! How dumb could you be? You could have played the ball like 3 seconds earlier, and then he just runs into him.
Exactly. Could have been 30 yards up.
Well, he said Altawun was a learning experience. So I'm not sure what he learnt. But
Well, that's the thing is, I was thinking before when we were talking about who comes off for who. I mean, based on performance in this half, I think Duke, he's not going. I don't think he's going to come off. I don't think Arnold brings him off, but he's making a good case for being substituted. I won't lie.
He's doing his
Bring on
best.
Dylan. It'll be daggers, but bring on Dylan.
it's not as if he's provided any
Yeah,
sort of
Wales
focal
up top
point to
and
hold
Dylan.
up the ball.
But like, well, yeah, that I've only just seen that run. It does absolutely nothing. Like, just directly at your teammate.
Blunt pace. Like just put Wales up top and Dylan on. Like seriously, man. If they're gonna play like this, like just stuff it. Just double down on pace.
Oh, shocking. pass.
Good
Bradford.
thing we were playing a sweeper on that counter attack.
Yeah.
He came
How
out of
quick
nowhere
was Deng?
joking.
How quick was Deng to
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, he's
So
got.
Australia
Bags
hasn't
of
had a
couple
single
of
shot yet.
No,
No.
our best was Zani that run
Yeah.
early on into the
It's
box.
not like their shots have been, much.
No, no, no.
threatening either, to
well,
be
they opened the bar. That was.
They've only had, according to the stats, the Spanish have only had 3 on target out of 74% possession.
So the only dangerous one was Oyarzabal's one where he hit the post.
Yeah.
Hit the
Or,
bar.
or Pedri from the top of the box as well.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
that was
also
straight at Glover.
That still had
straight at
traffic,
Glover
though.
and far out.
Yeah, that still had traffic.
That's such a.
Oh,
Jeez.
mate,
Yeah.
really
Jordan.
good.
That-
Oh.
Like,
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Daniel Arzani Daniel Arzani.
Christ.
saving
How about
us.
that's
my
Yaka from
Oh
Azani.
my
How about
lord.
the Lucas Neal slide from
Oh, I
Harry
like
Suter?
Oof. Big flashbacks. Big flashbacks.
What is he doing? Oh,
Actually, that was
no.
more like a Sol Campbell slide. That never
Yeah.
finished.
no,
By the
no.
way,
we have to restrict-
Kukayela was dumb for not just like running straight into him because
Yeah.
there's
We
so
have to
much of him
restrict-
as well.
We have to
Why?
restrict Illinois in transition at
Must
every
say,
possible opportunity. Like he
I've
must
let-
be fouled there.
I was about to say, Ante, like Danny almost set that whole thing up.
You have to foul.
Oh.
Yeah,
have to
that's
foul.
true. You have
Like,
to
just
foul.
kick him.
Yeah.
Just bloody kick him. If he gets suspended,
Just
so
get him
what?
down. Because
Kick him.
even like how he waited for
Yeah.
Kukurea to play that ball there, like that's not good. Like because he has that clarity in possession.
One thing, our set pieces have been poor, and for a team that's going to
Yeah.
rely on,
Terrible.
Yeah.
because that needs to be that needs to be like a really strength of ours, especially with Suter, and we're not going to get that many chances. So for our set pieces to be that poor, I don't know. To me, that's a bit of an issue actually. Like,
it's
yeah, good, we're
crazy.
0-0 at halftime, but that's where you could be getting chances, and they've been crap.
Well,
0-0 at halftime, we take it. Good job, guys. I
great
like it.
result.
Expect to draw. Expect to draw.
Done.
I'm very happy with that. That went a lot
Look.
better than I was expecting.
It's
Yeah.
a good start.
Like it's
a very good
satisfactory. Satisfactory, but like it has just as much to do with Spain's relative dysfunction in possession as well.
Yeah, we said the same thing about Argentina, but we bloody beat them.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that it's any different. To be honest, and that's kind of what threw me with the fallout of commentary. After that win, it was like we played a very dysfunctional team, and that's why.
And I think
that's why look, this game's been more has been more reflective. Let's say has been more.
I mean, how well coached are any of these under 23 sides? Like,
not very.
Not very.
If they were a good coach, they'd be coaching the senior team.
Yeah.
Like ours.
No, not necessarily.
Well, also, I think not too many countries are taking it that seriously. Like, if you look at Spain are for sure. But you look at the quality of a lot of squads and stuff. It's a bit like,
well, you look at Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina were pretty awful. Like that wasn't. Not only was that their under 23 team, that's like a C team of their under 23s.
Like, imagine if they brought Lautaro Martinez as well. Like,
that was like a historically poor.
If they brought El Toro, Jesus Christ, we would be absolute paste, man. Like, there's so many good players they didn't bring,
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, it's like we can. With that all being said, we can only play the players in front of us, so we've done well in that respect.
I mean, I'll just rewind this, and I'm sure you'll remember. I was watching the game with Lockie that fateful day where we nearly didn't qualify. I mean, that team was a lot worse than the one that's out there now.
Yeah. The 1 year break was very beneficial.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lockie, you went in with like basement level expectations to this.
When do I not do that, Josh? Come on, man.
I mean, the natural pessimistic urges aside, but
if the Olympics were last year, what would be our starting 11? That's the question. Like, who wouldn't be starting
Daggers?
Right now? Yeah.
Daggers, Piscopo starting.
Yeah, Del Grosso at right back or whatever his name was, the bloke from Cittadella.
But I think clearly the scope that some of these players have had over that last postponed year is making a difference. Like the amount of minutes that have gone into some of the players,
especially Connor Metcalf as well.
You know what? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it would probably be Metcalf that would be used in the McGree role, and then you'd probably have Devlin with genre.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it.
Oh, question: if we draw, are we through? Guaranteed?
Not officially, but you're in the box seat.
Just about.
So we would go to 4 points. Argentina's on 3. Yeah. Spain's on 2. And Egypt's on 1.
That would be on top.
Yeah.
So 4 against the Egyptians would get Australia through.
Can I unveil an outlandish theory?
You're gone.
All right, follow my logic here. COVID, force majeure clause, TV contract renegotiated, salary cap cut, young players get a game, Olyroos suddenly good. Thank you, Fox Sports, for saving Australian soccer.
It's like that, that small domino to the big one.
Yeah, that's it. That's the name.
What? Somebody eats a bat in China. Big domino. Australia with gold.
Australian football golden era.
I wasn't going to go back that far, but
Oh, no, but I mean, it's a good point about like there was a lot of talk after the game. Look how good we're doing. We're beating Argentina, which it's a one-off game. You shouldn't judge too much into it. But the reason that we have so many young players getting much more minutes than they were previous seasons is kind of just luck. Like, it wasn't like it was some grand strategy or anything.
I think you'll find it's in the 11 principles, Nick. It definitely was a strategy.
I'm actually planning on writing about this, the form of this Olympic squad, it's both a triumph for the A-League and an absolute indictment of the organisation and running of Australian football for the 15 years preceding it. Like, Australian kids have always had talent. They were just never put in positions to show it.
The average age of starting 11s got older as the season went on, irrespective of the fact that, the players are getting older as well. Yeah. But generally, the age of teams shifted significantly. And that, it's more of the same with respect to A-League teams and decision makers in Australian football. Even if I'm probably speaking out of term here, we're allergic to risk.
By the way, can we just say 70% possession at halftime, exactly as we said, bang on the money. And I mean, I don't know if we gave our pre-match predictions, but I think we all kind of thought it was, I mean, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think we all kind of thought maybe it was going to be 1-0 Spain, 2-0. Like, it didn't seem like it was going to be an absolute.
It was going to be a tight one, man.
Yeah, it was going to be a tight one, like dominant in possession, but not really like, tearing a stretch. And that's how it's playing out, which, I think it's relatively, it is good for us in the second.
Yeah, and they're not going to shift Olmo to midfield, which is like the very thing that will make them different in possession, especially considering the fact that they are having 70% of the ball. And so I can live with this. Are you guys seeing hockey?
Yeah, you're watching this highlight. What a goal.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So now it's fine to talk about other sports.
Hey, it's just soccer with sticks.
Hey, look what's coming up now. Water polo.
Yeah, okay, but this now complements. This is a second screen experience, right? It complements what people are watching, okay? Not this.
Is the
hey, in 1984, did you see there was a water polo game that
Hey, don't knock water polo, man. It's actually a great sport. Like, it's legit.
It makes me so tired.
Sorry, Nick. I should leave the arbitrary facts that have no context of the game to the match commentators. Anyway, quick halftime aside. I noticed that Ramadan Sobhi is playing for Egypt. Really looking forward to him playing against Australia.
I'm very disappointed that Sam Morsy isn't either.
Also, it's hilarious to me that there's a player for Egypt called Salah Mohsen, and Mo Salah is not playing. That's hilarious.
Speaking of Australian football at the Olympics, thoughts on the Tillies last night?
I'm not a fan of
same problems. Same problems as they've had before. The midfield's a massive issue.
Australia's most important footballer is currently pregnant.
Yeah, that's something you can't really fix.
I knew that was coming.
Ante, would you start Kyra Cooney-Cross in midfield?
Yes.
And then drop Van Egmond a bit back?
4-3-3, drop Yallop, play Van Egmond as a 6.
Go to a back 4, man,
and play Ford as a 9. Jesus Christ, stop trying to turn Sam Kerr into Tim Cahill.
See, I've never liked Van Egmond as a 6, but I think she's even worse in a 2-player midfield in a 3-4-3.
But
that's specifically designed to get the worst out of Emily Van Egmond.
She can switch.
So, she's got
if you have someone in front of her who can actually move without the ball, she can be relatively effective.
Who's the third midfielder with her and Cooney Cross? Legazo? Or is it Yallop? Because the reason that we're playing 3-4-3.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah, okay.
I dropped
that's
Simon
pretty aggressive. Yeah.
Why not Simon?
She was kind of dropping into those positions anyway. She's the one who plays the ball into.
She still gets penalty area threat in the same way.
Well, that's why we're playing this formation.
She's going to drop regardless, and you're going to allow people to run in behind as well. So why not have Simon or Legazo as that player?
I think. By the way, I think Rasso is the player who should be dropped.
Rasso has been ass.
Yeah, she's an impact sub at best, to be honest, and preventing Ellie Carpenter from making her trademark overlapping runs by playing as a right centre back is a crime against Australian football.
She was playing as a centre back last night. That was
I hated that.
How do you take away the one good attribute? The two good attributes of Ellie Carpenter are pace and power. How do you take that away? Play her as a centre back.
She seems so restricted in that role.
Can I say, great shout from Vince Rugari on Twitter. Spain are good. Need the ref to send someone off for no reason again. That would be massive help.
Nice. Can we manifest that? Can we use the science of belief to?
Bro, that was actually, kind of lost in the noise of that last game, man.
Yeah.
Like we were a man up and sitting on our penalty area for the first 20 minutes of the second half. And the fact that they were so bad with the ball, like the complexion of the game played into our hands. And so that's going to be the reference point for the opening 15, 20 minutes in this second half. Will Spain actually further turn the screw?
I mean,
can they?
Anxiety will build in Spain because they haven't won their first game. They're not, okay, we'll take a draw. Every minute that passes, the anxiety will build. They'll start trying to play quicker. They'll start risking more. They'll bring on more substitution, which opens up space for us.
Kind of a substitution.
Yeah.
It's the big
Just
one.
honest questions, probably more for you, Nick, 'cause you probably know. And obviously I'm not complaining because he plays for us at Clubland, but why didn't Brahim Diaz go? Was he just not selected because he played too much, or what's the go?
Yeah, played too
And
much.
they brought Pedri. They're not worried about playing.
Yeah.
Played too much. And he also played at the under-21 Euro.
Yeah, and I guess he was a standby player at the Euros as well, wasn't he?
No, yeah, he played. And then,
No, he didn't. He didn't go.
yeah,
I don't think
he played in the group stage, and then he was a standby player for the knockout stage.
Right. I was gonna say they could
Because they
probably
played. I remember from the knockout stage, they played in midfield. They had Zubimendi, Puado, and Manu Garcia from who was at.
Oh, you're
City, and then
talking, you're talking about the under 21, so you're talking about the
Yeah.
Euros. Yeah, I know he was there. I thought that meant at the actual Euros.
No. I meant from the under-21 Euro.
Yeah, right. I mean, he'd be pretty decent if they had him, like, especially on that left. Fuck.
Bro, he killed it this morning too. Did you see that game?
I did.
Twitch
5 goals.
comments
first half.
before this turns into Milan chat.
I
Mooks,
was just about to
Maldini
mention
Navisa,
Giroud.
MP4.
all right, Mooks says knocking on Ollie's door, which is pretty much the story of the first half. Very nice. Bin Chicken says that was the best defensive slide since 2006. I think we made some Suter Neil comparisons already. Yao Jung says, how is the yellow bus? Spain 99% domination, no end product. Same old. I think you'll find it was a gold bus. So you get it right.
Are they really
Yeah,
dominating
definitely
when they're
not.
playing this way in possession? Like it's more like, but this is kind of something you could see with the senior team. Like their dominance was more territorial as opposed to positional, and that's the same thing with this team.
Yeah.
He's also asking, does anyone think we should start Mary Fowler? No, not really.
Nope.
Nah, impact sub.
Impact sub.
Yeah.
The attack isn't the problem.
Yeah, agree.
Front threes, yeah.
But not a bad question. Not a bad question.
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
I've liked
Yeah.
Fowler when she's come on.
Well,
But
the pass
we're
you
all
made
trying to think
yesterday.
of, I think the Matildas didn't exactly lack firepower. They lacked control
Yeah.
in that Sweden game.
It was a very dysfunctional formation, and personnel and what they put out with that 3-4-3 didn't work.
It's a
But it was
means
just-
to
But
cram.
even the 4-3-3, it's like it's very one-dimensional, especially with Kerr up top in the 4-3-3. So he's with the chain, like going to 3-4-3 was kind of missing the forest for the trees.
I agree, but is it?
But
I mean, there are two reasons I can see for it.
Ali Carpenter in the back three though, like.
Well,
I don't
that's
know
one of the
about that.
reasons I think he's playing it is because he thinks the Australian defenders lack recovery pace. Polkinghorne, Kennedy,
I guess so.
Ivy
Yeah.
Lewick.
Well, Polkinghorne does move a bit like a semi-trailer.
Does
Brock as
anyone
well.
know if we finish second in the group, who we might play?
Olyroos or Matildas?
Olyroos.
We will play. I had it just up in front of me.
Hopefully not Brazil.
I think we will be playing Brazil.
No, really. So top of Group
yes,
D.
so we'll get top of Group D. Yeah, we
Oh,
have
that is
Brazil,
rough.
Ivory Coast, more than likely.
Well,
And if
both-
we get
Top.
Ivory Coast, Jesus, Metcalf v Kessie. Oh my god.
Hey,
You
I mean-
just have an arm
Diallo,
wrestle to
man.
decide who wins.
Diallo is going to have a big tournament, man.
But that's the thing of like, that is going to be a really tough quarterfinal
Yeah.
anyway. I mean, you wish we could play, the winner of Group B.
Okay, are we back?
100%.
Are we back on our 7 mate feeds?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
all on the right
plays
channel?
the back out. Yeah. Even Oyarzabal looks exhausted. Like he just looks so tired.
He's played a lot of football, man.
Yeah.
Like he had Sociedad play cup finals, played in Europe this season. He was at Euro as well. Like he's played a lot of football. Man.
Some of these guys just need like a 3-week trip.
Just need a
to Ibiza,
break.
man. Like,
Yeah, I
send them-
reckon it's
send them to the
outrageous
beach, man.
they've taken all those Euros players.
Yeah.
I can't believe they've done that.
Speaking
Like,
of
yeah.
Sociedad, do you hear Matt Ryan did his knee? Is he out for
Yeah,
I saw
6
that.
weeks.
6 weeks.
Oh,
Like
really?
it was what was it that he needed kind of minor surgery as well.
Yeah,
So it's
surgery.
more than just a mere sprain.
Yeah.
No good.
At least not an
Yeah,
ACL.
but that's unlucky in terms of they're going to start with another number one.
Yeah.
He's going to find form. They're not going to want to switch it after 6 games or whatever. And then now he's the permanent number 2 for 6 months, and it's an issue and da-da-da. And like
did they keep Ramiro?
Yeah. But luckily, I think they did. Anyway, luckily it's a great city. And if, you're going to have a great time, even if you're on the bench. So
nice place to get fat in.
I would switch places. Go Azan.
Oh, okay.
Put my feet down.
No support at all.
And he got the free kick.
Kick it to the Italian.
I did too.
He won the free kick.
No, I don't think so.
In the mud.
Free kick against against him.
Where's the apology, Josh? Where's the apology?
I think you'll find Spain got the free kick there, and Arzani should have done better.
Where is Duke there? Where is Duke?
I don't know how I morphed into an Arzani hater. I love Arzani. I just love Tilio as well. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, you can have both. You can have both for sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually keen to see what both would look like.
I reckon take off Duke for Tilio or
where the? All right, I just got the Arzani run forward. Where the? Like, if your one thing about being a number 9 is how hard you work and how fast you run.
He's not even in the picture. Like, it's ridiculous.
Was that Soler that held onto the ball for so long? Yeah. He basically did what Mitch Duke did in the first half.
Yeah.
But at least the difference was Duke had support.
Yeah. I love Spanish names that sound like, Brit names. Brian Hill, Oscar
like Carlos.
Hill. Yeah.
Isn't one of them going to Spurs?
Yeah, Brian Hill. Brian Hill, not Oscar.
Brian Hill's going to Spurs.
Yeah, it's a swap deal, player plus cash for Eric Lamella plus cash for.
So what? Like
that's why I made the Lamella joke in the first half.
Yeah, but the Prem stands would have you believe he's rubbish because his rating is only 65 on FIFA 20.
No, it's not even like a rating. Does he have anything less than 95 pace?
How could Busquets be good? He has sub.
I almost
60
had
pace.
a bloody aneurysm. I was at a cafe watching Belgium Italy, and someone goes to me, Jeremy Doku is rated 67 in FIFA. How's he so good? It's like,
oh no,
he's got 90.
They walk among us, people. They walk among us.
Like Prem fans, I reckon would have lost their minds over Chiesa this year or something.
I know they did. They were literally like. Because to be honest, like as much as I love to go to live, and a lot of them are the Premier League fans, like they're Italian, they don't really follow Serie A, and they're like, man, you got to play Chiesa, I'm like, do we though? Like he's good, but
he's got 99 pace, man.
It does make sense.
Remind me who was in the Champions League final
Good
this
joking.
year?
Good joking.
Nah, not really.
What was that? Sorry, who was?
I was just asking who was in the Champions League final again this year. I was just trying to remember which leagues they came from.
City,
Chelsea and City, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Premier League teams.
Huge from Joel King. Joel King's doing really well.
Josh, you're talking about Prem teams making the Champions League final. That's fine, but they're just warming the plate for Milan this season. So
how many Milan references are we going to get when they don't even have a player playing? They're not playing.
I should have known not to invite both.
I'm good for another 10, I reckon.
All I said is it's going to be pretty cool when Giroud wins back-to-back Champions Leagues. Yeah.
And what was the last time Milan even won a league and we're talking about them? This is embarrassing.
We would probably wipe the floor with Barcelona right now, mate. Wouldn't be Man,
hey, you guys are broke boys too, from memory. Barca are worse than broke boys, man. At least we can register players, man.
We owe so much money that they're gonna come break our legs out the door. We're like
putting off all the debts until 2025. Man.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we're like selling TVs or something from the office. And
Barcelona is on lay-by, right?
I think someone is going to come and repossess Sergio Aguero next season.
Hey, Laporte is going to be out in the streets with those fake handbags, and whenever the cops come, he's going to just whip them up.
I guarantee you, Laporte
just out in the streets of Barcelona, man.
Laporte cancelled Spotify Premium. He's like, nah, we're going free. All right, no. You guys got to listen to the ads.
Oh my god!
I completely forgot about the Aguero thing.
Oh, here we go.
Good. Need to release.
Hey.
Does that count as a shot?
Like
it's one in the column.
Scuff. we'll take it.
Yeah, that's.
By the way, can I just say again, Duke nowhere near the front. Take him
no.
off. Time to get him off.
It's time to go.
He was winning the ball, man.
Is it Tilio
Did he
time?
win the
or
ball? Did Duke win the ball?
He was
I
winning.
don't think so.
Is it Tilio
Yeah.
time or Dagger's time? For up top.
Dylan time.
Or
Dylan
Dylan?
time.
Dylan.
Dylan.
I swear, if Dylan scores a goal and he's offside,
The VAR is such a toxic relationship.
Actually, I think it's a double sub. Tilio and Dylan for Wales and Duke.
So we're going to go for it, are we?
Oh, Dylan is the
9.
Yes.
Dylan is a 9.
Yes.
No.
Dylan.
Joey, this isn't actually happening. Don't think that we're ahead of the stream saying it.
That is my suggestion, Joe.
I thought someone
What
was
parallel
listening
universe
to
were you
Brisbane.
celebrating?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, to be fair, he is 45 seconds behind.
I'm sorry, Joey. I didn't mean to.
The
get your
best part
hopes
was
up.
Ante knew, and he didn't even say anything. He was just like feeding off the energy, just Dylan.
I actually thought that someone was listening to Brenton Speed's commentary. See, I've still got it on mute. I don't know, like.
Oh,
who's
no,
being
neither,
read.
so do I.
Well, Speed isn't there, so he wouldn't know either. He's seen the same pictures we are.
He went from doing the soccer to the
Except
volleyball.
I don't think he's watching in glorious standard definition.
Man, my stream from the app is in HD.
Oh,
Does
luxury. 45 seconds late, but pristine 1080p.
Must be nice. You can't win them all, Josh.
You know what? It actually upsets me that I can't watch footy in 1080p.
But so hold on.
Footy is in Australian rules or footy? Or
Yeah,
football?
like footy, like proper footy, like.
There's a ban on talking about other sports.
So
Yeah, I'm on board.
If I speak,
So we need to address the natural order. of
Riley
things here.
McGree suspended next game because he's got.
Yeah.
That was a
Riley
really
McGree
bad
actually
tackle, by
played
the way.
Footy as well. Like he did you know he was from Gawler? Nick?
yeah.
Has
Yeah,
anyone
he's a
mentioned
baller.
Riley McGree's basketball?
Has anyone mentioned
background?
he played AFL as a kid?
I'm surprised he isn't playing for the Power. He's from Gawler.
He did.
No, we need to focus obsessively on players' basketball background. That is where it's at.
Oh, that AFL post, like.
What about that? Yeah, with actual basketballers on the bench, like.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So second place in this group almost certainly plays Brazil. Winners of this group will play Cote d'Ivoire.
Take that.
Well,
Take that.
Germany's playing Saudi Arabia tonight.
Oh yeah.
Then Germany's got Ivory Coast,
Germany
yeah.
aren't good. Germany aren't good.
Germany
Yeah.
ass, man.
Mate,
Look at all
Ivory
my
Coast,
bro.
Ivory Coast have got
It's not good.
Oh,
When we could have pressed them,
Should have
man.
hit the target there.
When we could have pressed them, we could have denied that ball to almost.
that is a beautiful ball.
I mean,
I
you're
know.
hanging
hard
Joel
to
King
take.
out to dry there if you're not putting pressure on the pass.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like we could have pressed them as well because as soon as they went backwards, we stood there standing still.
Harry Sutar makes me so nervous when he's one-on-one with a player, like, because he's just so.
Yeah, but he
Confident
shouldn't kind of. If he is 1-on-1, then something's gone wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like that shouldn't be happening.
And that's why, you know how we always hear those stats about, oh, this centre back has never been dribbled the whole tournament or the whole
Yeah.
league or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's
if your
a great
centre
extreme.
back, is getting in a 1-on-1 battle, you're in massive trouble anyway.
That's such a
That's
big
that's
red
the that's the Virgil van Dijk stat.
I was
right
gonna
there.
say,
Yeah, exactly.
But all
Yeah.
stats like look, all
Here we
stats
go.
have some kind of context. Even
Ooh.
like when
Go
you know when
McGree.
Neymar broke the dribbles record in that one
Champions
game
League.
against Atalanta.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like 16 successful dribbles
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, because they don't have Verratti playing. Like
Yeah.
they need Neymar to come and drop deep. You know, like it's,
Well, also when you're playing Atalanta, you're going to get a lot of space on the break.
that was also very
Right, here we go.
Christ. If you're not dribbling plays against Atalanta, that's the problem.
Hey, do you see Atalanta sign are going to sign Pobega, man? Like I'm actually
Yeah,
Oh,
nah, loan to buy.
This will kill me if this is another floated ball, just
It
massive.
We
will- it
need
will
to
be.
hit the
They are
back post
defending
here.
a penalty spot, man.
Good.
Oh.
Better.
He does look like Puyol. He looks exactly like Puyol.
Yeah, he does.
But has Azani taken all the set pieces?
Oh,
No.
Yeah, it
No.
looks
that
like
is
John
Olmo
has
again.
been taking some of them.
Yeah,
Right.
our set piece delivery's been
Well,
horrendous.
Plado is
Oh, well
so
done.
No
trash,
foul.
man. Nice.
Yeah, good.
Bloody hell.
Jesus
Give it to
Christ,
him.
why are we piss fighting around with it in the back? Geez, now I sound like I'm
Dear
Because
Lord.
nobody wanted to play the ball to Arzani right then.
like honestly, someone's got to come and help out there.
Oh, he lost.
No, there was actual ball there to be played, just not playing.
I'm playing it, yeah.
Even in the last game, the set pieces looked pretty poor.
And that happened a few times in the first half as well. That's why I lost it at McGree in the first half.
Jeez. Tell you what,
And
almost really getting in the game now. This is not looking good.
This
All
is
right.
squeaky at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I said, first 15 to 20 minutes of the second half will be telling, man. Especially without.
Here we go.
Take that.
I did. Oh, you
No. Duke off. Duke got to be.
Is that a suspension?
No, he did actually get a yellow card in the first game, so he's suspended.
Oh,
Good.
Dylan leading
So
the line
now-
against Egypt.
So Duke and
That was
McGree are
soft.
suspended.
God, that's stiff.
That's
That's
So-
rubbish.
And it's
So
not.
what does that mean for midfield? What you'll be starting then instead? You reckon for next game?
Ryan Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, he could start D'Agostino up front.
Oh, they're off.
There you go. He's off.
Ryan Hill. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, jeez. That means he's probably. Oh, please,
Who
I
came
hope he
off?
don't-
Who came off?
The
Prado.
Espanyol guy.
Brian.
Espanyol player off, Tottenham player on.
I
One loser for
really
another loser.
hope, because McGree's not playing, if Arnie has
That's
any
a top
semblance of,
ball.
he doesn't play Keanu Bacchus. Oh, jeez.
Wait.
Oh, well done.
Well
That's
done.
funny.
The defensive motor
Giving
on
him a
that
chop
boy.
out.
I was offside.
Chop out. Third man up.
Oh, shit, that guy looks like Andrew Naboo.
He does.
I was like, what's he doing there?
That's
That's
Oh, that's-
onside as well.
He wasn't even close to being offside.
Bro. And even like following Oyarzabal in like that, it's like allow that, man.
Germany 1-0 up.
There you go,
Against
lucky Brian
the
Gill. Very Spanish name.
He looks like
Heated,
every member
heated.
of the Strokes.
A-bar, man.
I was thinking he looked like someone. Julian Casablancas is a good
Yeah.
shout.
But like all of them blended together.
I don't know how well versed you guys in 80s sci-fi, but he looks
Oh
like
my God.
have
very-
you guys
No,
seen,
no, let him
have
speak.
you guys seen Escape from New York?
Oh no, I haven't.
No.
Ah,
So anyway,
Is that
back
a-
to the
is-
water polo.
Is that a crappy 80s sci-fi movie?
John Carpenter, man. Like it's not crap. Thank you.
I actually might have seen that on like.
Someone in the
VHS.
Twitch says that Brian Gill looks like Brian Ruiz.
Oh, it's got the same.
Not sure if I see it.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Ref.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, well done, Ref.
Bro.
Yes. Good.
Thanks,
That's
Ray.
good.
Secret agent.
On your mate.
Honestly, and that's the kind of defensive positioning we need throughout the game.
The ref,
Blocking that pass like come
Ah.
down.
the ref just felt bad and said, "Oh, they're scattered. I'm just gonna stand right next to them."
Can I just say, by the way, horrible drop ball from the ref. He just kind of was like, there you go, have it, whatever.
Hey, sometimes it's hard to stay out of the way. Once when I was reffing a high school game, I fell on top of the substitutes because I was trying to get out of the way. So,
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's a good ball.
oh,
well
geez.
done. Get it
Well
Yeah,
out.
can
done.
live with that. Can live with that. No.
anywhere will do.
Oh. Keep the ball.
Hey, give Mitch something to chase.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Oh,
See, this is why, man. Like
Look at his feet.
they counter on counters.
Oh.
By the way, in 2 minutes, Brian Hill has done more than
Yeah.
Prado
Prado
did
in the
whole
whole
game.
game.
Yeah.
All right,
By the
Sardine
way-
making a good point that if these suspensions continue, we might be forced to play keepers as outfielders in the next game.
Hey, actually, Maynard Brewers playing, boys. Yeah, Brian does look a bit like Brian Ruiz, actually. Same
It's
sort
the
of haircut.
nose, I think.
Mm.
I get the.
Who
I
does
get
he
the.
play for,
I get
Brian
the.
Hill?
I get
He
the
looks
Jordan
like Dimitri
Sevilla.
Martin.
Whatever happened to Brian Ruiz? Where's he? Is he retired or is he still kicking about somewhere?
Where was he? I know.
Wasn't he in he was in Portugal for quite some
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Lisbon, he went to.
he was pretty
14.
good for Costa Rica in that 2014 team.
He is playing in. Oh no, he's back in Costa Rica.
Alajuelense.
Oh, that's
He's
like,
still,
oh,
the,
that's
he's,
good thing-
he's
I think
still the
Carlos
captain
Mendes
of
is over
Costa
there.
Rica.
Wow.
Get
How
him,
old
get
is
him to
he?
the A
Like
League.
35?
Obligatory.
Oh, I would. I mean, I'd be.
It'd actually be mad.
Get him
I'd
on the
be
Mariners
very
with
much
Marco
on board
Cervenia.
with that, to be
Oh,
perfectly
Danny
honest.
Olmo again.
He's 35. Nick.
Yeah, it's perfect A-League age. prime of his life.
This is some bad moments.
Real, who would sign Brian Ruiz? Like who?
If I speak.
He reminds me of like he'd be like a Perth Glory signing or like a sort of signing they'd make.
A Castro replacement.
I could see Brian Ruiz amongst the palm trees out in.
I was going to say,
Gosford.
Mariners would be
He strikes me as a Brisbane Roar player.
You know what they say: if you're old enough, you're good enough.
Hey, maybe John Aloisi is gonna start the Del Boca Vista.
You're telling me there's no room at Del Boca Vista?
You know what's never a good
Macaroni
sign?
Mark II.
When your 2 centre mids are not asking for the ball whatsoever.
Yeah.
Concerns.
Deng just took that free kick and they just like had their back to it, like, whatever.
His feet.
Ryan's got quick feet.
Well, that's what happens when you play Connor Metcalf in midfield, man.
Yeah.
It's
Like he's like him and McGree are essentially the same player, but McGree is actually playing in his position.
McGree's suspended for the next game, so like who comes in? Like
Metcalf pushes higher up. I
Metcalf.
guess.
It better not be Bacchus. That's all I can say.
Oh, look, it'll
will,
either
man.
be Bacchus or Devlin.
Yeah.
I'd much rather Devlin than Bacchus. Let's be real.
Oh, well,
Devlin will offer a little bit more energy.
Well done, Harry.
and if there's a fight, you can count on Devlin being there.
Oh yeah,
You can count on Devlin starting it.
But remember, Egypt are just going to sit back and just play 5 at the back again.
Someone in my Twitter replies once described Devlin as Scrappy Doo, and I've never been able to get that out of my head.
So they're bringing Kai Rolls on.
Yeah.
This was not it.
Oh, no,
Arzani-
don't like this. Don't like this.
Arzani off, and they're bringing Kai Rolls on for
Wales.
Don't like this. at
Oh,
all.
we're going to a 5.
We're going to
Are
5 at
you
the back.
serious? Like he's actually doing that?
Oh
Yes,
dear,
yes,
he's going to
yes,
5
this
at the
is-
Okay,
back.
this isn't a fake.
someone give the subs for Joey's benefit.
Okay, so
So
it's
Kai Rolls on for
Okay.
Lockie Wales. and
Rolls on for
Taylor
Wales,
on for Arzani, yeah.
What's
So he's
the opposite
basically
of
just going
throwing
on
the
white
kitchen
flag,
sink at
he's playing
something?
for a draw.
What is the inverse of throwing the
What's
kitchen
the
sink?
bolting down
we
the
need
kitchen
we
sink.
need
Catching
one
the
of those,
kitchen sink.
we
doing
need
the
one of those-
dishes.
Look, I don't.
Doing the dishes.
Doing
Graham
the
Arnold is
dishes.
doing the dishes.
Rolls is on the cleanup at the back.
He's cleaning up.
I don't mind playing for a draw, but you have to give some threat
Yeah.
going
Like
forward.
I
an
cannot
outball.
remember the last time a team went ultra defensive
And
to protect the lead.
and kept it nil
And it
until
actually
the end.
didn't invite
For half an
significantly
hour.
more pressure than if they just
For half an
kept
hour.
playing the way
This
they
isn't
had.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is
Like-
half an hour.
Like this
To-
is
Like, surely
going
we
to
got-
come back to haunt them.
To
surely
quote,
if we-
sorry.
I was going to say, we've got 5 subs. Like, surely now, if you realise that there's an opening, just take off one of the centre backs now. You just go for it.
Yeah.
To quote Provo, there's still time for some ebb here, guys. Provo's dead. You know how depressed that makes me? Provo's finished.
Sorry, man. You can just come join the Ultimate Team Brethren.
I'm sorry, I'm never
Where
gonna...
pace is.
I will not play FIFA.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't. I just wanted to say.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
that.
Okay, this...
No.
Oh, shit there.
Oh,
Hey, shot though.
he could have
One
taken
thing,
taken
Tilio
a touch.
plays like much quicker than Arzani. So that's one thing.
And first thing that happens when I have a look at Twitter is bloody look on and see Arzani slander. And I'm just, oof. Like
Maybe
otherwise known as
and-
the guy that's made Australia's only chances in this.
Yeah,
game.
what's I honestly am surprised that people sort of noted Arzani.
This is what happens.
Name
I won't
and
go
shame.
there. I won't go there.
Name and shame the Arzani slam, Joey. Name and shame.
just they don't
Don't give
deserve
them
the
notoriety.
shout-outs. Hello. Oh, 3 points for Ronald.
Almost dropping deeper and deeper, man. This is not good.
Oh, somehow our time is a minute out.
Okay.
Can you speed it up to 90 and we'll just
in
go
line
home with a
Joey
nil?
and I then.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Harry taking
Well done, Harry. Good
Jesus.
stuff, Harry.
My friend
what
from
the hell?
Spain is messaging me.
Oh, what? It's the... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
I thought that wasn't that out.
Olmo top of the
They
roll.
keep it in.
This is going straight to Olmo watch.
Harry's there. It's all right. Oh, well done.
Harry's win that.
My
By the
friend,
way.
my friend from Spain
get in.
says
What?
Spain has the lack of goal, its main problem. So penetrating analysis from Mark.
Look,
More as
Hello
it
to where
comes
he's
to hand.
watching.
you know, going
The lack of goal.
going for a 0-0 is kind of against what Arnie said. It's like the modus operandi of the group of dreams. It's like, shouldn't you try and go for
It's
it?
not very expecting to win.
That's what kind
no.
of dream it is.
Well done.
Ooh,
You could
that
say
guy
it's a,
rolls. Key intervention
Olmo's
there.
picking up the ball in much more central
Go.
positions and
Oh,
surprise,
Tilio.
surprise.
He-
Tilio.
Run,
He might have
run,
missed
run,
you.
run,
Beautiful,
run, run.
Tilio.
Until
he might have meant the group of pipe dream. Who knows?
Come on, Nate. That's a good.
That's all right.
go, Nate.
Oh,
King's
get there,
there.
get there.
Help him.
I mean, Nate Atkinson is surely due for an overseas move soon.
Stocks
100%.
exploding.
Best on ground for Australia.
Exploding.
Donks.
Oh.
Olmo, man.
I wonder if he'll just be one more season in the A League or half a season and then he's off. Like
Maybe
Does he even
maybe they
make it
do.
that
Maybe
far?
they do the whole Manchester City signs him and they loan him out thing.
potentially.
Every time Australia
if you are
attacks, like
CFG, he's
Overlap.
worth-
Australia will get half a
Yeah.
glimpse of an attack going every
Nah,
15
overlap.
minutes, and
Here
we
we
all
go,
sound like
man.
we're commentating a horse race.
Oh,
Sorry.
agreed, man.
Sorry for the swearing.
Come on.
Tilio, man.
Trying to wheel them over the
Nathaniel
line.
Atkinson coming down the street.
But
Here's
surely,
Atkinson.
it's like the
Atkinson
bench they can
followed by
commentate
King.
games. Why can't
Like, Tilio plays at Melbourne City. He should know, like, if the diag comes, make the third man run in behind.
That's it. That's all right.
And
Hasn't
And
got
now,
it.
again,
He's doing the same thing.
same thing.
he's just sitting. Like, it's just like Arnie just said, don't even bother. It's really pissing me off.
He wants the ball to his feet, so he can
Yeah, he
dribble
can
at
still
somebody.
get behind the line, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with you.
you know who would make that run? Collar would make that run.
Oh no, Olmo affecting the game without the ball. This is not good, guys. Hopefully we can.
Oh,
Meg's on
gee,
deck.
he absolutely ripped.
But you see that there?
Yeah.
Like he just drags Metcalf with him and allows Oyarzabal to get the ball there.
Oh my God, Asensio's coming on.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Asensio's kind of been crap for a while though, so
Ever since he got injured, he's sort of
Bro,
not.
he has,
But
like,
I'm
he's
still
coming back from a
terrified of his
knee
left
injury,
foot
man.
though. I'm still
I mean,
terrified of that left foot.
look, now I've said that, he's obviously going to score, but whatever.
So is Danny Olmo now playing the midfield three? He's
No,
playing.
Danny Olmo's playing as like,
He's a 10.
Sound
He's
like
a
He's
10.
taking up
It
a lot
looks
more
like he
central
is,
roles now. Yeah, because Asensio and Gil out
Asensio's
wide.
out
Yeah.
wide, yeah.
Yeah.
See, they're playing Pedri Olmo in midfield, and now like,
Oh,
they're open.
I think he said to Soler, he's like, I'm the captain now, and just moved into the
So there's off.
Basically, De La Fuente tuned into the stream.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I am the captain. now.
In the captain.
See, the thing is, if you're playing for a draw, like what's Duke giving you at this stage?
Nothing.
Yeah.
If you're playing for a draw.
Just play Dylan up front now, man.
Yeah.
We need no. It's not even just like play him up front. It's just as a means of energy replacement. Oh my god.
Oof.
Hey.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's all right.
It's
Spain
a-
has the lack of goal. It's fine.
20 minutes is a long time if we're playing.
We're 20 minutes away, guys. We're almost there.
The thing that will kill us is like a fullback getting out wide, cutting it back, and Olmo just tapping it. That's what's going to kill us. So if they just keep shooting from the edge of the box, we should be all right.
Danny
seems
Olmo's
like
late
that's-
runs. That's what's going to worry.
Yeah,
me.
exactly. It looks like Gil's like keeping the width and trying to do exactly that. Play at top of the box for the late runs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I think is going to kill
Didn't
us.
Olmo have the
They
most
can
shots
play
of
through
any
the middle
player
now.
at the
They don't
Euros?
necessarily have to play out wide because they've got two players affecting defensive positioning
What-
without the ball.
what was that, Josh?
Exactly. They can play right.
I'm pretty sure there was some stat about Olmo having the most shots of any player at the Euros without scoring.
Well, he should have scored against Italy. That was
The
a
thing
great
is,
save from Gigi.
The thing is, because he played out wide, like they.
Oh,
No, he
what?
scored. He scored at the
Played
Euros.
Alright.
anyway.
in that
All right,
team.
guys, we're going to
Switch.
change the channel.
After this play.
Yeah.
Stand by to switch.
play,
It
after
says
this
not
play.
yet, not yet.
All right. That's a
Why?
good point. Don't go too early. You'll watch
You'll end up with
swimming or
AFL.
something.
I didn't understand why good ball did I
So
Catch a bit
If
of
the,
better
water
home
polo is on 7 mate though, then
yeah, true. It's a good point. It's a good point. It's been some good stuff. No,
I think
I'm pretty
think I
sure. I'm pretty
saw-
sure that one Essendon sub is still doing their warm down.
Who even
Press
was
the red
sub?
button to
Zaharakis?
watch the Essendon warm down.
Oh,
that's a good run.
That's okay. That's okay.
But see,
That's
they're
it.
playing
Booted
right through the
clear.
middle now. This is the difference. They're not just playing out wide.
Juke off
Yeah,
late.
exactly right.
I am just pissing myself at how like it's just straight up vomit away to no one.
Yeah.
Bro,
Just-
like this is
What was that?
this is not good.
Duke.
This is way too early to be playing like this.
Yeah.
We'll play like this at 45 minutes.
You know what's gonna happen
Guys, come on, Joel. Stand your ground.
if we come away with a 0-0, Arnie's gonna get
Oh.
so much praise for the fact that we held on and he went to a back five in the 60th minute. Oh no. Well done.
Thank goodness.
Kai.
Give me some.
I think we're about to make a
Clutch.
sub actually. I saw some players were about to come on.
He's on.
And, okay, just hear me out. If you are going to defend like this for 30 minutes against Spain,
Joey?
you would have to have a side that very much believed. Would you not?
Yeah.
Very much
Bacchus
expect.
double
and
change.
Caleb
Bacchus
Watson.
and Watts.
Oh.
Bacchus and Watts. McGree off.
This is
Sorry, are you saying that just to like frighten Joey and
Oh,
I?
Nico,
or
your boy.
is
I
that
don't mind.
actually
I don't
the
mind
Hey,
Caleb Watts coming
Devano.
on.
This is
what's the English translation for Catenaccio?
By the way,
for Catenaccio. It doesn't
Stop
really have a
it.
literal,
Change
change
translation.
channel. Change channel.
Change.
Ugly chain.
All right, everybody watching with us, we're on the HD.
it's,
We're in glorious 1080p.
Yeah,
The
good.
head,
Fuck it.
Get in.
Ante Catenaccio doesn't have a literal translation, but
I can't
it
believe
doesn't literally translate to that. But this is like Catenaccio times 1,000, mate. Like this is
Oh, so it's Bacchus and Watson.
Yep.
You
So
bastard.
it's full on playing for the draw at this point.
This is
Yeah,
armored
yeah, for
tortoise
sure.
territory. We're not just defending the edge of our own box. We're defending
We've
the
If
edge
we're
of
gonna
our
go,
6
if
yard
we're,
box.
I'm just last time I'll say this. If we're gonna go for full armored tortoise territory, we really should think about subbing on that Greek water polo keeper because he was phenomenal. He kept him in. He won them the game against Hungary.
we've got one sub left. Surely you bring Dylan on just for 15 minutes.
Yeah. To just get, you need to give someone who can hold the ball.
Oh,
like
hold
for
on,
the-
hold on.
Mistake.
Okay.
Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
Oh.
nearly. Good shout, Husey. I like that.
Unai, nervous.
Checking. So apparent looks like Brenton Speed has just copped a drive-by from Jordan Elsey.
What did he say? What happened?
Just a
happened?
simple tweet, 2 words, just commentate.
Listen, champ.
Immediately retweeted by A-League memes.
He was probably talking about the water polo.
Bro.
Yeah, jokes on us. He's actually talking about me on this stream. Just talk about the football. No more water polo.
Serious question. Like, have we noticed that kind of Spain's goalkeepers ever since Casillas are so mistake prone?
Yeah.
Casillas was mistake prone.
I just heard somebody swear who's not
Hey,
even
you
on the
see
stream.
Perez slandering him on
Who
those
goes in the stream? Was that Freya that just swore in his...
Hi, Freya.
Swear, tell her she owes
Freya.
$1
Freya's
to
just seen that
FNL
double
charge
sub
limited.
No, all good. It was New South Wales Health just released the venue list, and Freya thought we'd been at one, but we haven't. So all good.
Oh, false alarm.
Man,
She can
are you
leave a comment on the
5 weeks
Twitch.
into lockdown? How can you still be going out to venues?
Oh.
Ooh.
Nah, but
Oh, well, there was a certain protest you had to get to yesterday, Joey.
Yeah, exactly. Don't infringe my freedom.
Oh, Nick, was that you with the flaming swords?
Don't tread on me. Says
By
next
the
time.
way, guys, just do your own research. This is all a hoax. This match and game and event.
I've got some Facebook pages you might like, Nick. I'll flick them to you after the show.
Yeah, no, my mate is a personal trainer. He told me this thing that I'm just definitely not going to do the vaccine now. No, this is all a joke, by the way. I'm definitely getting the vaccine. All a joke. There's people who are idiots. I hate them. Da, da, da,
The smelting poos. Such a bad team.
Big rebuild. Big rebuild.
Sorry, let's keep this focused, guys.
This is not good.
Oh no!
Here it is.
God. What's Gil gonna do here?
It's all right.
This is it. This is it.
Oh,
This is it.
All right.
Oh.
Then it was all right. We had 10 players in the box. Why are they going to be able to shoot through that? Man?
Joey, I appreciate that costume change very much.
Pedri shoots like Iniesta. He does
Very
everything like
contextual.
Iniesta.
Nice.
Very
Bro,
good.
shut up. He's
Not
like-
even. I don't actually support Carlton. I'm an AFLW Carlton supporter purely because I know one of the players.
Well, that's fair enough because the AFLW team is very likable, not their men's team.
Yeah,
Football-
Western
football,
Bulldogs.
however.
for life.
I love that we're defending like we're defending an indirect free kick, but in
Rafa Mir for
Rafa Mir is.
Rafa Mir.
I did not realize how
Interesting.
huge Rafa Mir is. He's a
He's a big boy.
He's a lumbering oaf.
He looks like he could be one of the guys from
Oh my
Narcos,
God.
you know.
Big
Yeah.
Alvaro
He looks-
Negredo energy about him.
Yeah, he
Spain
looks like
wishes they had a Mitch Duke right now.
he does look like a muscle off Narcos, like
Yeah, like Pacho, one of those.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Ante? Would they not bring
Well,
Mitch Duke on right
What
now?
I would say to that, Josh, is we've got one that they can have.
Yeah. I no,
Sitting right
look,
there. Just go on, Mitch. Change your jumper. Change your jumper. Come on, they're a man
they're a bit
short.
short.
Help them out.
Did you guys see the
Olyroos
Aussie-
guys?
Hughesy has a good reference. We have to cross to Hughesy now.
No, that
I know where you're going with
that
this.
Australian
When they
player.
could have just played Zubimendi right there, man.
Shut up,
I
Ante.
can't remember who
Take
his
that.
actual club was, but he had to fill in for Portsmouth in a friendly.
That was
that.
Marley
Scored the equaliser.
Francois.
Take
Oh yeah.
That was for Bristol City. He plays
was
for
gonna-
Bristol
yeah,
City,
I
but he had to
thought-
play for
yeah.
Portsmouth in a friendly because Portsmouth were short players, and he scored against his team.
Yeah.
They're not scoring, guys.
Yeah, I think we can.
They're not scoring.
I think they get two big chances.
Like mistakes pending.
I
think they get
think we've
two big
I think we've got one like half chance coming up.
For
Like,
us?
half chance. Yeah, like a one little foray at the edge of the box, getting on the edge of a turnover.
The only-
It's like,
The only chance we
It's
have,
like a half chance. Like,
the only chance we have is 89th minute. They've committed like literally everyone but one player forward, and it's just they lose the ball and we break. That's it.
it's going to be Mitch Duke gets the ball halfway and just runs and he ends up at the
Fernando Torres
sidelines
v
and loses
Barcelona.
possession.
Yeah. Very Fernando Torres v Barcelona.
hey, Zubimendi's come to the party though, guys. This is
If that happens,
They got-
I will go full Gary Neville.
On.
Yeah.
They've got one sub left. Just put Dylan on.
Just do it.
yeah. You know what? I partially take back what I just said.
What?
Oh, shit.
Which one?
Oh
This is
no.
not good.
Asensio.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
Oh, dear.
no.
Oh dear.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Man,
Living dangerously.
Famir.
Because you know what? Like if they get a chance, it'll be like a counter on a counter.
I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
try
if-
and break and then it breaks down.
I feel like
Yeah.
if Harry Sutar and Rafa Mir collided, like there would be genuinely like
See like now.
We would feel it here.
yeah, it would be
He's
like
offside there.
it would genuinely
no way.
be like two Super Saiyans
What?
fighting.
Right, great first touch.
Oh,
That was
He's
great.
causing problems, the big boy.
Oh,
That ball over the top
Rough.
that played.
that was
so
shocking.
through.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh
If
shit.
But that's what happens when like I'm saying, like counters on counters is like we'll creep back up, but then like that kind of opens for that ball over the top where they've got us a few times, especially now with them with going to a 3, like that kind of leaves us even more susceptible to that.
who was that striker for Argentina last game? That big
Adolfo
boy?
H.
Yeah. We always it seems like everyone's putting out their big boys at the moment,
Yeah.
and then we've got Mitch Duke.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He
He's no ma-
plays
he-
tall. He plays tall.
Is
Plays
he
tall.
big boy McAvoy?
Yeah.
Hey, old bet my life on Big Boy McAvoy within 30 meters on a set shot. Like if there was anyone to take a set shot for 30 meters for my life, it's Big Boy, man.
Who's McAvoy? What?
Big Boy McAvoy, Nick.
He's a Victorian cult figure.
What sport?
Water
AFL,
polo.
Football.
Water polo.
Football.
Embargoed.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Stoll,
Artistic gymnastics.
have you been watching handball? Oh,
Yeah. But we'll talk about it after the game.
This is not good.
Oh no!
Shut up.
Oh,
Oh shit.
of
Yeah.
bloody course.
Oyarzabal.
Gee Willikers, I wonder what has happened.
Gee Willikers.
Oh,
All playing in the center of the pitch. Look what it's done to it.
also,
Who-
Asensio did that pass like what, a minute?
2
ago?
seconds early.
Yeah. That was a bloody good cross. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is exactly the problem with
Look at-
playing
look
for
at
a
that
draw from the 55th minute or whenever. You invite too many of these chances.
That is in between the two as well.
Perfect.
That is
I told you I was afraid of his left foot.
Yeah, I'm glad I said he wasn't that impressive when he came off the bench. That was good. Didn't jinx it at all.
It's just your
that's it.
Barcelona
And-
bias.
Now you have to chase the game, which I don't know.
Yeah, you chase the game with 5 centre backs.
Do you chase the
Like-
game or do you settle for the goal difference not being too
What is
bad?
it like flicking the switch on and off like Bart and Lisa fighting? Fight.
Yeah, but that's it. Is like, no, this is in FIFA. You go ultra attacking
Yeah.
from ultra defensive to ultra attacking.
Man.
I haven't played
Just
FIFA in
put us
many years. I don't know if
Second
it's-
down if we lose or third.
That's the thing is once you choose to play this way, the minute you concede, you're done because you it's too much.
Diag alert.
We're still second at Athos. I'm pretty sure.
Because we've got to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Spain will go top. Now.
Yeah.
We'll go into second.
We're ahead of Argentina on goal difference.
Yeah. Is it going to be head to head or goal difference for the group?
I think goal difference.
It's goal difference.
Actually, I don't know if it's a thank God or not.
It's goal difference.
Ask for the ball back as empty mate.
Oh.
Guy's infuriating.
Please bring Dylan on, even just for one of the centre backs, man. Like, just go for the bloody game.
No, nothing.
No.
This is painful, man.
So my thing is, if you're going to start playing for draws and stuff, one thing that has to be amazing is your set pieces. If you know that that's going to be your best opportunities, which weren't good,
Oh, here we go.
weren't good,
And then bring daggers on instead.
but not even for Duke. For Dang.
No.
So they're going for it.
Yep.
And of course they're keeping Harry.
That is an
Harry on,
admission
yeah.
of like failure in
he's
previous
just-
approach. Like
He's just put the armband upside down on Suter.
They're keeping
Where
Harry
was
on.
Elise
because
Kellen
he's
Knight when you
had-
needed to flip it around?
Let's be real. Nick D'Agostino looks like a vampire. Like seriously, like he's a
So
scary looking
Daggers
man.
and Duke up top. Wow.
He's going 4-4-2.
Yeah.
4-4.
He's
Yeah,
kind of
4-4-2.
always played 4-4-2 the whole game. Like
Back of a Benson and Hedges packet.
Like outside, of, from the start of the game, we played 4-4-2. Now
This is
very good, Josh. Very
this is
good.
straight out 4-4-2, aren't they? This is like
straight 4-4-2 now.
yeah.
But
This
instead of McGree as that second player up top,
You got
now
a
we just got a
proper number 9,
striker.
I think they were trying to play 4-4-2 in defense and then ideally an attacker would be, but
The thing is, we've been in
actually-
defense for 95% of this
exactly
game.
right.
Anyway, wait.
Hey,
Big cheers for
I'm
Ramirez.
genuinely concerned, like, because against Egypt are just going to play.
What a film, man.
Egypt's just going to play
the
back
greatest
5
film.
against us, man. That's what's concerning. And I don't know how we're going to go if we have the most of the ball.
I don't know if you heard me before, Ante. I was going to ask you if you think Benson and Hedges will start the next game.
Can you explain that? Is that an AFL
go
reference?
to go to
No,
movie.
you got to watch Mike Bassett.
Mike Bassett, England manager.
Yeah,
I won't spoil the joke for people who haven't seen it.
It's
Go.
Should I explain the joke for the viewers?
No.
you know what, Nick? Given you are a football fan, you should actually watch this.
I will. I
Oh,
Do
will,
yourself
I will,
a
I will.
favour.
It is the best satire of English football ever made.
What's it
It's a
called?
mockumentary. It's called Mike Bassett,
Mike Bassett.
England manager. And we reference it constantly. We did a review of it in lockdown last year. It's on our podcast feed somewhere. Me,
Now
Lockie, and Ante.
Oh, wait.
this is-
Did you know
no, long-
D'Agostino had a long throw at him?
Yes, I did actually. He's done this at Perth before.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot about the long throw. How did I not say that?
Who's chasing
man,
him?
I'm no long throw expert, but if you got a guy like Harry, you'd get a bit of height on that, and you wouldn't rifle it in like a low cross.
Long
It wasn't a bad.
That's
You
the
know
best
what?
set
You know
piece
what?
we've
If you're
taken all game.
taking long throws, that kind of like
Yeah. You're right. But that was genuinely the best set piece we've had all game, and
It was.
I'm no NFL expert, but that was a good quarterfinal. Quarterback. And I'm watching way too many.
Definitely not an NFL expert.
Whatever.
Quarterback. Goal shot.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Going.
Daggers didn't do the Iran player forward flip. If you're trailing against Spain, that's the move, right?
Still not as good as Channel 7 describing Sam Kerr's goal as a kick. Kicks.
Yeah, I saw that on
really
the
a second goal.
The
headed goal shot. What an opportunity.
The goal shot.
Go to
I'm
it.
surprised they didn't say
Skin.
Go into it.
Kerr. Money.
I'm surprised they didn't say Sam Kerr scoring for the West Coast Eagles AFLW team. Like, that's the pipe dream.
Kerr. Forehead. Bang.
Here we go. Long throw, Mark 2.
Puts it in. Timeout.
A vampire.
Come on,
Can't
boys.
Stoke.
Genuine vampire area.
I mean, we literally do have a Stoke City centre back in the area. So.
Yeah. Can't the Potters.
You know what? Is there any blocking for Sutar as well to get away from his guy? No, zero.
It actually was just
it on. Oh,
It just didn't work.
it was
Tyrell's
yeah, I think it was that, yeah.
Yeah.
I love watching that guy.
this week.
At least he took out the goalkeeper.
This ref loves getting in between a couple people, doesn't he?
he does. He's absolutely loves it all game.
With Unai, like, you just have to rifle it at him. He's bound to make a mistake. Get up.
Looks like we're going to have an unexpected guest on the stream in a moment.
Who?
My
Your
cat.
Lucky, look who it is.
Unexpected goals. That's the real stat.
Where's Pakua when you need it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want someone
Here we
to...
go. He's really messing with my green screen setup here.
It is interesting that our best chances have come from 2 long throws. Like,
interesting is one word you could use, Nick.
Well,
You know what? Almost shifting to the middle has torn us apart, man.
do you think he brought on D'Agostino with the explicit thing of let's get some throw-ins, and that's what
I
we're
would
using
not be
for?
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, probably.
But
Listen, I'm not anti long throw. I think if you've got it,
I'm pro long throw.
just want the
Use
bloody
it.
ball, man.
yeah, okay, that's right for sure. But I don't know.
But following on from the earlier Americanization of things, E.R. Young saying that the World Feed commentator just said that Keanu Backus plays for the Western Sydney Warriors.
There you go,
Numbers,
Josh.
man.
The Western Sydney Warriors with Draymond Green and Steph Curry.
They're actually
Josh.
going to be a
Josh.
madness with
What?
Antonio Littleguard, to be honest.
What's that, Nick? Hizzy?
We have a message from Pakua. Don't understand why there is a cat on the stream.
All right, I'll have to refocus my camera then.
Hey, look at that beautiful thing. How good are cats? Cats of Australia have made the choice.
I was
Hey,
supposed
how
to
about-
get a cat recently, but then lockdown ruined that.
Oh,
Football.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
not cool.
2-0.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
I
It
said
was Route 1 opened up.
It wasn't Route 1.
Go. Just...
join the thing.
I mean, like straight down the middle is what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, that Duke.
no.
You fucking
God.
potato. You fucking potato.
Swear jar,
I'll
Ivano.
take $20 in the swear jar.
I think you're over on dinner by now.
I shouldn't say that.
Potato.
Mitch Duke. I really shouldn't. I just get too frustrated, man.
Nick's the first man to pay wave the swear jar.
Set up a direct debit.
Recurring
The
payment.
money will be coming out of my account every.
Do you guys do bulk billing?
Debano forced to sign up for an FNR Plus subscription.
Don't forget to like
Pay down
shares.
his debt. Ooh. Olmo caught on the ball.
Go.
Olmo caught.
Hey, don't.
And Duke passes
He's
backwards.
actually changed the game, and now you're going to say he's lost the ball once in the 89th.
He's a washed
Hey,
footballer.
you know, it happens to the best. You know, Pogba lost France the game against Switzerland.
You can't. Hey, don't, that you know specifically that would trigger me to using Pogba in comparison to Olmo. Like,
Yeah, that's. I know how to push your buttons
Yeah,
after all those years, aren't I?
you.
Long throw. Is Oh, jeez, the vampire.
Oh shit!
This going in.
Wow.
That means a
Flat of the keeper.
Ah, it's a foul.
Look at the ref. Look at the ref.
right.
Look at the ref.
Ref.
What did he give?
Why is the
What
ref
did he give?
going to the Australian player?
He's setting the screen, man. He's like,
Yeah, he loves it.
That's an
Illegal,
illegal
screen, against the defense.
he said a moving pick.
Wait, is he giving a penalty?
he's got the wing. He's got the wing.
No. It was a free kick
He's
before the.
He's got the wingspan shepherd going as well. That is great areas.
Love that.
Oh,
Look at this throw though. He's been watching the polo for sure. Look at that.
Shit, that was
That is an
close.
absolute rifle.
Oh my
I
goodness.
wonder what ticked off the fight. I want to see what happened.
No,
He
Rolls
does
just
throw.
winning
He
elbow.
just throw an elbow.
Yeah, Rolls winning elbow.
That was an
by the
absolute
way-
laser from D'Agostino. Goodness gracious.
Has anyone competed at the Olympics in two different sports in the same Olympics? Like,
Probably not since
Probably
like
that Tongan guy.
1904.
Probably in like.
I'm pretty sure D'Agostino's lining up for the hammer throw.
Pretty sure
track and
Hercules
field.
did.
Probably that Tongan guy, the flag.
Yeah,
bearer.
I think we're discounting like swimming and track and field and stuff like
yeah,
that.
no. I mean, like, can you be in the water polo team and also be in the football team or something? Like,
The Greece,
I mean-
the Greece keeper should be. He should be, I'm
Wasn't
telling
that Tongan flag bearer like competing in two different sports, or was that in different
Yeah.
Olympics?
I think different. I think it was in
I
Winter
think different
Olympics as well.
Olympics.
you. That doesn't
Summer and
count.
Winter
That doesn't
Olympics.
count.
I mean, daggers would be a great pickup for the water polo team with
Maybe the
those
shot put
rifles.
squad.
Yeah,
All right, there are multiple people that have won medals in both swimming and water polo. A German dude that did it in gymnastics and wrestling.
Carl Schumann.
Gymnastics and wrestling.
To be honest,
Raffling.
the swimming and water polo thing is actually pretty interesting. Like,
Make
You could do basketball
WWE
and
an
3-on-3
Olympic sport.
basketball.
Mate, if
Yeah,
they
it's
were
all about
Olympic
upper body
sport-
strength. So
Imagine Money in the Bank at the Olympics.
Okay, the most recent
Not
to do it.
scripted.
Graham Arnold is cashing in.
He's bringing on an extra centre back.
yeah, go
Alright.
Joey. Before we hear more wrestling.
Oh no, sorry. I think she did it across multiple Olympics, but the last person, Rebecca Romero, medaled in both cycling and rowing across
mad.
Athens
That's-
and Beijing.
Honestly, if you do that, you should get like an extra medal.
Platinum
should-
medal.
A platinum medal.
It should like compound, you know? It should double every time. That's mad.
Speaking of which, did they still do the decathlon at the Olympics?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they
they
do.
do.
my favorite is the biathlon, personally. But
I'm by a lot of things. Lingual isn't one of them.
What?
It's a Triple H quote.
okay, when you start
Right,
getting
the-
going for wrestling references, it just goes completely
the-
over my head.
Oh my God, Bacchus!
Hey, if you listen, hey, but aren't they some Sydney football journos? They'd tell you he's a gun.
Stoll, I
Oh
know
my
they're your brethren,
Yeah.
They're your brethren, man.
but these are some negligent beings, man. Negligent. beings.
Don't say who you're talking about.
No, I
If
won't.
speak,
But like, look,
if I speak,
yeah, no. Like, I'm not thinking of specific cases, but just the whole landscape of Australian football media is just infuriating.
This is what one.
Ante just casually drive buying the vast majority of.
This is what 1-0 losses do. Just you start going. You know what? The whole thing.
Bleep all
Ante
these
signing off the
bleeps,
call by
like-
saying you all suck and then just yeeting.
I think like there's nothing more like disheartening than seeing your team play for a draw, go 1-0 down, and then just have absolutely nothing. Like there's not even a hope except
The
for these
worst thing
long
about
throws.
this, the worst thing about this will be the sugarcoating of this performance and this approach.
What you think there's going to be a lot of
loss. Valiant loss.
Gallant loss.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
really fought hard. You know, like no, we played like absolute cowards.
It's mouse ball. It's mouse ball.
I like absolute cowards. I love it.
If we had a foreign coach who played the exact same way, they would be accused of being
Oh,
un-Australian
Imagine,
in their approach.
oh,
But
okay, hold
like,
on.
yeah, see, it shouldn't. That
Oh,
shouldn't condition the opinion all the same. Don't get me wrong. Like, if we had a foreign coach and played like exactly the same way,
Case
just call it
study
what
is
it
Pim
But now,
Verbeek.
like, because it was a foreign coach, it would be, oh, he doesn't understand the Australian way of playing. Here we have an Australian coach playing, you know, and approaching this game.
That's
What?
silly, Atkinson.
Very silly.
Now suspended.
He's got a
Now
he's got a
suspended.
temper.
He's right in his face.
That's what really
And now-
really
now
annoys
it's
me about
suspended.
Atkinson is he loses his
That's
Tempo.
just
So that
stupid.
means
was
means probably what Tommy Deng's going to play right back next game.
We're weak in that spot.
Still got.
Three at the back. Wales.
Didn't Piraeus play?
Yeah,
Dylan
he can play.
Piraeus can
Yeah.
play right
Yeah.
back in a back four.
Yeah,
If Dylan Pariah played right back, we'd get absolutely carved.
No,
Deep
but
down.
he has played right back before, right?
He has
Yeah,
played
right
right
wing
back,
back.
but he cannot play right back if Australia wants something against Egypt.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
five, yeah, maybe he can play as a right back. not
Okay,
back
so
back.
yeah,
Way
so
better
I-
further forward.
So the changes that they have to make next game: Atkinson, McGree, and Duke. They have to make those because they're all suspended.
Yeah.
So Tom Deng at right back?
No.
No?
No, yeah. Put Dang at right
They
back.
played
Bring
before.
in Jay Rich at centre back.
It'll probably be Kai Rolls, though.
It will be Carlos. All right, that's
Three.
full
Jay
time.
Rich.
Three with Dylan and Wales up front.
That would work.
That would work.
Yeah.
All right.
We're playing against a team that's going to put five behind, like five in the back, 5 for
Let's
one.
just go man for man.
Well, the Egyptians can still advance as well. So they'll be
Yeah.
playing. They'll need a win.
And Spain will
Suppose
probably
the-
rotate because they're through.
And
So
the Egypt-
Argentina will have a better chance of beating them.
The thing is,
technically, the Spanish aren't through as well. If Australia wins and Argentina wins, Spain are out.
yeah.
I still think they'll rotate a bit.
Just, I mean, there is an argument to be made that at least it was 1-0 and the goal difference thing does help. There's an argument to be made.
Yeah.
Are
From-
some of the
from-
third place
'cause-
teams qualifying?
No, it's
No,
always
none of
only
them,
top
okay.
two. But here's the thing: like, I agree with you, Ante, that this was not the way to play it. But I don't know. I don't mind if he was just like, yeah, like I played for a draw, and at worst 1-0. Then
The sub at 60 was
yeah.
The sub at 60 was.
Yeah. That I think this is the thing. When you have the
indeed.
game at 0-0, what choices do you make from then on?
Sorry.
Because when you have the game at 0-0, what choices do you make? No, I'm saying, like, I think
You
this
replenish
is-
energy up top.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, like, this is. I think I don't mind Arnie's approach up until a certain point.
Yeah.
And then it's what choices do you make when you're in that position? Because
That in-game adjustment was never really a strong point of ours.
No.
It really has been.
I think the biggest criticisms I would say today of the team is the substitutions, when I think it hurt us and it brought more pressure onto us and caused the goal, and the set pieces as well.
Yeah.
So at the end of the game,
the
Spain
second-
had
second-
15 shots, 5 on target. Australia 2 shots, nothing on target.
Yeah, like I get your rationale with set pieces and the idea of, like, you know, a team that is playing in such a reactive way having to be
Yeah, that's it.
capable at set pieces, but we're not generating anything in open play at all. Like, you need some kind of pressure relief, and that was why the 60-minute sub for me is so impactful, because we didn't really have any kind of pressure relief as the game went on.
Yeah.
We're playing with a team with 11 men now, and like it was, and this is why I was saying at the start, like I think it was around 30 minutes, I was saying like after like 15-20, and I was saying like Spain's possession is attritional. They are a boa constrictor in that respect, and as soon as Ulmo went in, like,
Does
we
it-
had very little in terms of like pressure relief alternatives, ways to counteract it.
Does anyone outside of, we only lost 1-0, but does anyone have any positives for Australia? I would, obviously there's not many, but any redeemable performances? I thought Joel King didn't
create 2 good chances.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah.
Azani actually did well, and I think
Yeah.
proved why he needs to be in the team.
I think Nate Atkinson still played pretty well.
Yeah, Atkinson.
I mean, I
Both-
think
both
he
fullbacks
did
were-
better.
Do you
were
play?
having-
Do
Yeah.
you play Arzani as a winger, or do you play him as one of the 2 up front? If he is to start,
I
Given-
would love
given
to see
that-
Arzani play closer to goal. I would love to see that.
Given that McGree is suspended, it opens up the option. It becomes a lot more tempting to play him inside. And,
and
you
so
know, there's
like,
good
if
wingers in
you're
this squad.
looking-
The
like,
wingers
if
are
you
good.
guys are looking for ways to play Arzani and Tilio together. Like that's it.
I would really like to see Azani Tilio both play start
Yeah.
Would we essentially then go more, Azani plays that supporting striker role then? Yeah,
and then you
so,
can replenish with pace, as the game
Yeah.
wears on and the game stretches out. You still have a means to kind of balance, P players and more technical players together.
But we do know he's not going to do that. That's the issue.
That's not him.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
you're not
see
that guy. You're not that guy.
Yeah. Arnie won't do that. It's going to be Devlin or Bacchus, and it's going to be Daggers up top.
Yeah.
I agree with everything that's been said. I still think, given the quality on the park for Spain, Australia did reasonably not to disgrace themselves. Not given what we could be, but given the performance of the team in the prior qualifiers and the ceiling that I've seen versus the performances at the Olympics, I've been honestly pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
in just terms of realism,
Yeah. No, I think everyone agrees. I think everyone's in.
Yeah, I think the frustration is more that noticing that improvement, we didn't have the mindset to try and go for more. I think the reality is that
contrary to all the language coming out of the camp in the past week and a half.
No, but the reality is that we were, whether we played with a 4 and made more attacking substitutions or went to the 5, we were always going to be defending with our backs against the wall for the final 30 minutes. It's just that the way in which we approached that backs to the wall defending left us with no outs, pretty much, with nothing to throw on the other end of the table. Metcalf basically pumping it away from minute 65, not even out, but just straight back to the Spanish defensive line to recycle possession. You've got, we were going to defend deep anyway, but we had nothing to kick out.
It was a classic matter of time and inevitability at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
It is actually, when I think of defensive teams that have been reactive and have played, for draws and 1-0s and stuff. The thing that separates teams who are really good at doing that and successful is those adjustments that they need to make when it's okay. We've held them to a certain point. Now we can go for the kill.
But they can at least transition too.
Yeah.
We couldn't transition.
Yeah. You need to have some threat up front, and we had nothing. So
we had, to use a Spanish term, we had no exit.
Yeah. Totally.
We had no exit. And that was the thing, that, and people talk about genre in that respect, and he used to think they tightened up all the same, and that's as much a matter of individual interpretation as it is collective conditioning. But for us, it was damage limitation from minute 1. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right channel.
I'm looking forward to reading Joey Lynch's piece in ESPN, wrapping all this up.
Same.
And any other subsequent pieces that anyone is doing anywhere. Good luck to you all.
Debano, I'm sure you are as well.
No.
Your hobbies.
Not this time.
No,
he's busy filing on the water polo. So.
Not filing, the reading part.
Spain, Sweden. Oh, okay.
So,
all right, should we wrap this up?
Yes, let's wrap this thing up. Thanks to all of you for joining me. It was a lot more fun watching it with you guys than it would have been swearing at my TV alone. So I did actually, enjoy the company, if not the style of football. But we move. We go for a draw against Egypt again, and then we're through.
Go again.
We should be.
Are we doing it again for Egypt?
Look. What time is kickoff? Well, it's
9 p.m.
Yeah, all right. Let's try and make it happen again. We had good numbers on the stream, good interaction. It seems like people enjoyed it, so we'll try and make this happen again. But
when's the Matildas playing? Is it
Monday,
Tuesday?
wasn't it?
No, Monday, Tuesday.
I don't know. The schedule's too hard to keep track of. We'll figure it out.
I'd say Tuesday.
Yeah, I think Tuesday at 6 or something.
We'll figure it out, and we'll come back for.
See you on the
live watch along. But thank you to all of you. Thank you to Joe in particular for. I hope this wasn't too
abrasive.
This was great.
An introduction
thanks for having me, fellas. Nah, loved it. Thanks for having me on board.
Yeah.
Joe, sorry about Ante. He's always like this, but that's it.
Ante's the character. I love it.
That's half the fun. All right. Goodbye to all of you. Good night to all of our viewers on the Twitch.